Yeah. Give it to me raw. Baby, baby, come on. Baby, baby, come on. Oh, baby, I like it raw. Yeah, baby, I like it raw. Ooh, baby, I like it raw. Yeah, baby, I like it raw. Huh. Shimmy, shimmy, yeah, shimmy, yeah, shimmy, yay. Give me the life so I can take it away. Off on the natural charge, bon voyage. You ain't never touched my skill. There's only ever one killer bee, and he ain't gonna. Yo, family. To any MC in any 52 states, I get Psycho. Killer Norman Bates. Yeah, mom. Family. Thursday Night Raw. I couldn't be bothered to do I couldn't be bothered to do the conspiracy corner. I'm not gonna lie to you, man. I weren't in the mood. I weren't in the mood to ask. You know, like that's a show where it's heavily reliant on having a good panel in it. So I wasn't gonna risk it. I'm gonna risk me having to just chat shit about a theory or something, a deep subject. You know what I mean? So I fucked it off. I'm not gonna lie to you. I fucked it off. Yeah, I do what I feel like exactly, man. I do what I feel like. So I was just like, I just felt like I'm sorry for saying I was gonna do something and not doing it. You know, in 2020, I want my word to mean something as well. I don't want my word to be like something that's taken for granted. So I do apologize for everybody expecting conspiracy corner. I mean, we could talk about some conspiracy. It's just not going to be an official conspiracy corner um, uh, episode because I ain't put no research in. And yeah, you know, I really want to line up some people before I jump on it. You know what I mean? You know, I've been going through some things, family. You know, whenever I'm going through these phases, the last thing I really want to do is stream. I know, man. The last thing I really want to do is jump on here and stream and start conversations. I don't feel social really at all. So I'll be running away from. I'll be running away from my computer. But at the same time, when I do get into conversations with my family on here, you lot lift my spirits, you know, and I catch some jokes, and before you know it, I'm feeling good. So, you know, spoke to a few people off air. They're telling me, "Rah, you got to do a stream. I don't give a fuck what you do a stream about. Just do a stream." So here's a stream. But big up everybody in the chats, man. Wonderful, wonderful people. Jedi's got to move out the country, man. I have to move out the country for my own sanity. I have to move out the country, man. If I wasn't a criminal in the eyes of the law, I'd probably go somewhere in America where it's hot and go and relocate there. I'm not even lying to you. You know? I need to get out of England, man. UK is I don't want to live here. Not in the winter. You know? In the summer, London is beautiful. It's not even beautiful to look at. It's like, you know, it's beautiful to be here. But in the winter, I ain't enjoying the winter at all. But ain't they gonna stop me at the border, Mills? Right. People screaming about Cornwall and that, you know. Wow. I don't know about that, you know. I don't know about that, mate. Right, here's a link. If anyone wants to join me, come have a chat with me. Feel free. But don't jump on there if you're playing computer and you ain't got time to talk. I'm not. That's annoying. Don't come on there if you're playing Xbox or PlayStation, and you talk to me with your controller in your hand, and you can't even respond to a question being asked. Fuck that. Yeah. Furthermore, how am I gonna get from Mexico to Americans when Mexicans can't even get there? I bet Miami's hot. Shit. Zulu, I won.
What's up, bro? How you doing?
1 second, let me put my headset in. Yeah, Miami, man. Imagine use one of these narco submarines. You lot trying to get me shot. They're trying to get me shot, Zulu, man. They're trying to tell me to climb the wall from Mexico to America, man. You trying to get me shot. Gonna end up in Guantanamo, bro.
Or the Guantanamo Bay?
Yeah.
Bro, they've been waiting for you to come over there, bro. You know?
I ain't fucking going, man. I refuse.
They've got your picture on the side, like, you know, the ones there to look out for the people that's coming over.
Imagine, though, man.
I want to go to Scandinavia, man.
Yeah, do you know what? I got a little calling to go over there too. How about that? So you're not weird, Zulu. You're not weird. I'm with you on that.
No, I thought it was weird, you know. Because why is the blind man wanting to go?
I don't want to go. I don't want to go nowhere cold. Don't get me twisted. So it's not.
I'm sure Scandinavia is always cold.
It's not.
Not always. Just in summer, in winter, right? In the summer, it's probably better than England.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You think so?
Bro, yeah. England's like the worst place in the summer in the world. Like,
I don't know why. I just thought, do you know what? What'd you say, Sweden?
Finland, Sweden, Netherlands. I want to go to them areas.
For me, it's Sweden and Switzerland. You know?
The Vikings.
Right, let's see summer temperatures in Sweden. The weather climates in Sweden.
I want to go in the forest as well, innit?
Yeah.
What forest?
Like go hiking, you know, look at Viking places and stuff like that, like ancient places.
What Viking place? Who said they got any of them shits there?
They've got like history tours, nature tours, and things like that. And
jeez. Bro, if you go north of the Arctic Circle, the sun never sets for part of each summer during June and July, which is called the midnight sun. One of Scandinavia's. The opposite occurs in winter when the night is unending for a corresponding period. The polar nights, another one of Scandinavia's natural phenomena. So imagine that, fam. You're on holiday.
Can you imagine the energies, the spiritual energies in that area? Like, goodness gracious. Can you imagine?
It's true, though. What? Man. I'd like to experience, yeah. I know I just said that, like the winter is driving me crazy, bro. Like the air pressure or whatever. I don't know what it is, man. I'm suffering, bro, this year. This winter, as soon as the temperature drops and like the sun's not out, it just makes me feel so shit. Get me? But me saying that though, imagine that I would love to experience like 24-hour night. I actually love the darkness, you know. I like it when it's dark and shit. I love that shit. It's just when there's no sun to counter it, just gets a bit like, you know what I mean? You know how many people told me today how miserable they feel, or they feel depressed because of the weather today. I didn't even say nothing to them. They're telling me how they feel. I'm just like, fucking hell. We getting less and less sun over here. We getting more sensitive to lack of sun, or there's something else going on.
You know what it is, bro? We've been so used to having such a shit winter, yeah? That way we're used to it, and we don't even get an all right summer. So last year we had a banging summer, and the year before that we've been having some good summers. So now that it's hit shit street, you know what I mean? We're like,
rah. Where's this? You know what? It might be that, you know. It might be that. Come on.
Do you know what I think it is personally? I think it's the air pollution, because if you go to certain areas up north where it's more farmyard, or even in the countryside, the sky is more clear. Even if it's not beaming, you'll still see some sunlight, and especially because they have the fresh air as well. So I think being in the city and the clouds and the air pollution plugs up all the whatever sunlight would be there. You know what I mean? So it makes it double. Yeah,
I agree with you. I'm not a city boy, man. I'm a countryman, you know. Do you know what I mean? I'm a country.
You're a sheep herder, Jed.
I'm a country youth. You get me? Like, you get me? I can feel it. Like, whenever I go somewhere where it's like real, you know.
Some people can't even think the smell of the countryside.
I love that smell of cow shit and like. I ain't gonna lie. I kind of like it, man. I feel like I'm just like in my natural like. Don't get it twisted, guys. I know. Oh, it's like it's really
no,
like
I love the way you just named it. Yeah,
Like,
I didn't even want to tell you what the smell is. You know the ones that I kept it short and sweet. You just, you know what I mean?
Like,
You just let it all out.
I had my own experience in like I went for a walk like on the countryside not too long ago, and I was smiling so much. I couldn't stop smiling.
Nice.
The air was fresh, and as soon as I came back to Coventry, I was just like I felt so depressed. Like it's the same feeling I had when I went camping a few years ago when you're away from everything and
the wilderness, man.
Hearing the birds chirping and
you know, like we discussed it many a times. It's healing. Like people are prescribed the forests and the wilderness for healing when it comes to depression and certain things like that.
Yeah,
that shit is real. You know.
And what we got to do, Jed, we got to do like a little camp thing, but you've got the bare basics to survive.
I'm on
that
it.
will make you like appreciate the life that we're living right now. Do you know what I mean? Where you have to make your own fire. The only thing that you'll give someone is matches.
I would love
to
be there with you, Mills, because you will crack me up out there. I know. You get me? And man might just save your life from trying to eat something. I can see you just trying to pick up a mushroom and trying to eat that.
You know what I mean? I'll be like, bro, just cook it, man. It'll be good. It'll taste good. It tastes like meat.
The energies.
If you think good thoughts,
bless it.
Zam.
Would you go hunting?
I'll bless the water.
Would you go hunting like for like deers and shit?
Wait. One step at a time. Let me go to nature and love nature before I start trying to kill the animals.
But would you ever do it though?
Yeah. I mean, would I hunt the animals? I feel like if I went off with a tribe, which is my dream, to be alone with a native tribe and, you know, just living their life.
Like literally dressed like them.
Yeah.
Literally submerge yourself in a tribe.
What was you thinking, Zulu, of me turning my willy inside out and that? I know what you was thinking. Yeah, I know what you're thinking. You're thinking about Jedi tying cassava leaf around his hood and turning it inside out and all them fuckery that they do. You know what I mean? With the little tribal thong and that the man them.
But I think it's a bit weird though. That kind of clothing, like I don't know, bro. I think that clothing's a bit.
No, but I'll do it though. I'll do it. All on camera. I'll do it on camera. So
the delicacies need to be, you know what I mean. They can't be wrapping them around and folding them, and you know. Like...
man. Yeah. What?
And then you have mosquitoes biting on you and bugs biting on you, and
I see the white dude do it. If the white dude is doing it, I'm doing it. Yeah, that white dude that went out there with the tribe, he done everything they done. He's not outbeating me. For them to say in their language, look how the white man can do it, and this black you can't. Now I'm gonna do everything. I'm gonna roll up my sleeves. Well, there'll be no sleeves. I'm gonna do everything.
Literally. But this is another thing that I wanted to say. Yeah, why do we think as soon as we think about wild, we have to hunt for animals?
I want to hunt.
Do you think that nature doesn't provide us with all the greens that we need? Like,
I want to shoot a deer, man.
Oh fuck's sake!
I want to shoot a deer and then I want to skin it and then I want to cook it.
Why do they give us this animal? Like, it's like a animalistic instinct to just kill something.
If you're gonna go in nature, then I think there's no better place to have it. To have an animalistic mentality or urge or instinct than in nature. So if you're gonna go and do that, do it in nature. When I look at
why only to kill,
bro, I've eaten deer, bro. I can feel you can feel the energy when you eat that shit. Like you can feel like you just want to like I can't even explain it. Like it's on a whole nother level, bro. I'm telling you, you gotta hunt. Listen, you gotta eat deer.
What just happened? What just happened,
bro? You gotta eat buffalo. You have to eat buffalo. You have to eat bison and deer. Yeah, those kind of meats. Oh my gosh, and there's more protein as well. Like,
bro.
I'm telling you.
You know what? You know what it is. You know what it is. You just come off your week of being a vegetarian, yeah, and now all of a sudden, you get me. You feel like you're super carnivore, apex predator. Allow it, man. Allow it. That's what it is. You get me?
Hey, Jed, someone fucking with your stream.
Huh?
Someone refresh your YouTube to just cut me off YouTube. I don't know if it's me. It says an error occurred. Please try again later. I refreshed it and the same thing happened. You got someone fucking with you.
Maybe.
Fuck's sake, man. I thought we were done with this, bro.
I don't know what's going on, man.
Same thing. I just done it 3 times, bro. Same thing 3 times.
Yeah, it's not working for me as well.
Mad things, Zulu. I'm telling you, fam. So what are you saying? You're going out to kill some deers, yeah?
Bro, I've always had this passion, yeah, to kill a
You say
deer.
bow and arrow?
I think
I
bow
do
and
that-
arrow. I want to do in steps. So the first deer I kill, I want to do with a bow and arrow, and then the second deer I kill, I want to do with like a rifle, and then the last deer I kill, I want to do with a bow action sniper. Like I want to take in steps. You know what I mean?
So why can't it be making traps?
I
You
feel
know
like
what I mean?
I feel like making traps. There's no honor. There's no valor in that. I feel like standing toe to toe with the animal. You know, hunting it like a predator. I feel like there's more. Adrenaline. There's more. You know what I mean?
Mm.
And plus, the meat's always better when it's in the wild, and it's more nutritional. And the meat, it's more dense as well, nutritionally dense. So, have you ever tried deer or bison or any of these type of animals?
Yeah, deer meat. It's meant to be tender.
It's on another level, isn't it?
I mean, you know what? I don't know why. Just like my mum made a stew yesterday, a pheasant stew. My uncle went shooting. She made a pheasant stew. Literally, I was there helping her pluck the leaves, break off its wings. Literally, like, bro, I don't know. I used to do it when I was younger, and it was cool. Now I've got like a guilty conscience for some reason. I'm like, like as I'm literally yanking off his hair, like I'm like, what am I doing? Snapping off his head.
You've ever slaughtered one?
When I was younger, Zulu, I was doing this as a teenager, like plucking the chicken, cutting its head off. I remember one time I snapped the chicken's neck and it slipped out of my hand. And then man's with his neck like this, just running around in circles.
Fam, I don't know how you could do that when you're.
They're saying this happened to Veli's channel as well.
It might be YouTube or StreamYard, one of the two.
Let me see. Yeah. Yeah, same thing.
The same thing on Veli's.
Yeah.
I think StreamYard, maybe they've cancelled the connection to YouTube or something.
The fuck?
Or
YouTube just moved.
Narrow. Okay, please try again. The hell?
The thing is just still up. It's just not playing.
Playback ID W. What is that, man?
Yeah. Tell me what it is. Playback ID what?
No, that's that. I'm looking at Veli's one. It can be caused by many factors, troubleshooting the internet, and I don't know.
It said that there's the instructions at the bottom. It says either restart your browser, restart your router, restart your computer, update your browser to the latest version, use Chrome. If you have many browser tabs open, try to close most of them, except the one you're using for YouTube. Those are the options.
It's not that
yeah, but it's not that though, isn't it?
No, it ain't that.
Yeah, because it's happening to multiple people, so it's not going to be my browser. Man.
You could do the hang.
Just get warmed up as well, man. I'm not gonna lie, I was feeling the one earlier about who are we?
Yeah.
That was deep.
Did you watch it, yeah?
Yeah, man, that was deep, fam.
Philosophical.
Yeah, I be getting in their moods sometimes, man. I be getting in their moods, man. Just like, you know what it is, fam? Like, I try to switch up the streaming. That I don't want to stream for hours on end or feel like that's the only way man's gonna get good views is if people can rely on me being on all day, every day. I'm not getting trapped into that. I've got so much things to do as well. It's just not productive for me. I can start it, but I can't do that every day, innit?
Get sucked in.
Yeah. So I try to just do smaller shows, and then another thing is I don't like relying on a panel. So like I'm like I told you before, I'm trying to make it a thing where people feel like it's a privilege to come on the panel, rather than it's me begging for people to come on and chat. Do you know what I mean? I'm not really feeling that. Because when I do expect there to be a panel there, no one's there, I kind of left high and dry. So the main reason why I didn't want to do Conspiracy Corner today, I would
have joined, bro.
Yeah, I'm sure you would have. But if you had work or you had a work to do or you weren't well, then there's no Zulu, there's no Mills. Then what? Then I've promised this show, I've started this show, and I'm just there, and I don't care about none of these subjects enough to talk about them on my own.
Yeah, I understand what you mean.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
and plus, man, like when I'm in this frame of mind, there's no sunshine. I just feel antisocial, bro. I don't even want to talk to people in my house, let alone coming online. I was forced to come online today. Like literally, man was saying to me, like, make sure you stream. Like, it's like I don't even want to, bro. I can't be bothered.
No,
Make
we
sure
look,
you
we
stream.
look forward for it. Like we're always waiting every day. It's like a routine for us. Like we're waiting for the streams. So
Trust, bro. I had little man all day today, and I just had you in my ear. Doing my thing.
it's become therapeutic now. Like because we're used to hearing, you every day.
Bro, the
It's
way I
nice,
started this, I used to be driving Zulu, and I used to be doing some long journeys, and listen to LBC, Choice FM, Kiss, all of them. It's just so
all the time.
People. This one, I realized that radio was the first way of controlling people and using like broadcastings to fucking manipulate people into doing things. And now I realize how they do it. They just keep playing the same thing over and over again. Well, by the end of it, I was singing out tunes that I didn't like. You know the ones there where you've heard the tune so many times, they're blaring out so many times that you actually end up singing it. You're like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
Tune I just said I'll never listen to.
Exactly. Like even when I'm studying, even if I'm playing games, I always have to be tuned in, like because it's become a habit now. Like it's therapeutic. If I don't tune in, I feel like I'm missing. Like you know what I mean? It's therapeutic now.
Bro, this is real, bro. This is what I love about it. It's real.
That's why you gotta keep the routine. Just like
there's
helping a lot of people. Like it's helping me as well. Like you know what I mean?
But I know just like sometimes he's by himself, and sometimes he gets quiet. Sometimes he has to go and do his thing. I know how it is, but that's the authentic part of it. That's what comes with the territory.
Yeah. I recognize that too. Is that my dog crying? Yeah, 1 second.
What about Jeds? One thing you told me a long time ago, and you were like, it goes up in stages, yeah? So we go up, we'll have a good conversation, yeah? We'll hit the peak, Zulu, and then something will happen, and then all of a sudden we'll go crashing down.
Beef.
Yeah, or something. It don't ever stay constant. It's always like a roller coaster.
And you know what I'm thinking as well, Mills? I'm thinking like the views are way more than what we're seeing on the YouTube video. But whoever's controlling the algorithm and who's ever controlling the software, the system, is kind of limiting the possibility of the video showing up in people's, you know what I mean?
Yeah, this is why I want to start getting into hacking, man. Because one guy come on, and he was like, "Watch this. Watch what I'm gonna do for you." I'm a hacker, he goes, "But watch what I'm gonna do for you." Man started doing something, and then the views started turning around like a clock every second. It was just going up.
Like I'll give you an example. I remember when you guys did that. What's it called? Rockefeller. Is it Rockefeller? Roswell. What is it called again? Rothschild. Yeah. And I couldn't find I put the bell, so I should definitely get notifications. But for some weird reason, I had to do like proper deep search, like actually go onto the channel and click the video and think, okay, where's the videos? Is it done in the videos? And then there it is. You know what I mean? Like I didn't get the notification like I normally do, and it's been happening to me a lot lately with a lot of videos, like conspiracy videos or insightful videos. So I'm thinking it's the algorithm, man. It's the algorithm.
I agree, because even Jed's coming online just now, it come to me late. I look back, it come to me 5 minutes later.
Yeah, it does that as well.
I've got a new phone now, and I forgot to take off the notification. So every time something happens, it goes ding. It dings. You know what I'm saying? So that's the way I clock. So that's the way I come on. It was just quick things. It just comes to show that they're definitely getting a hold on things. But then, what do you do, Zulu? Go somewhere else?
That's exactly what I was gonna say. We need to find platforms that have less regulations, less restrictions. For example, the platform.
Are you addicted to the channel? Are you addicted to YouTube?
I think I'm addicted to wherever people are going, and that might be a bad thing. You know what I mean? Because if everyone was going to this new thing, no one would be on YouTube anymore. Just like how no one's watching TV anymore because everyone's on YouTube and Netflix because everyone's there. You get me? People go where people are. You know what I mean? So it's not necessarily the program itself. YouTube isn't amazing. It's literally just a video hosting software or website at that. You know what I mean? YouTube isn't amazing. It's the people on YouTube that are amazing. You know what I mean? If they all dip, if they all dips, then it would be raps.
Nah.
Mad thing.
Is there any other things that remember? What was that thing that you used to stream with before StreamYard?
It's not StreamYard. It's YouTube. It's nothing to do with StreamYard, man. Trust me.
So you can't watch any YouTube video, anything at all.
Do you know what tends to happen as well? Yeah. See, right now there's football going on. So what tends to happen when there's football going on? There's a lot of people trying to do live streams on YouTube.
Yes, exactly.
That might have triggered the fucking.
Oh yeah, because they don't want people to stream the football. Yeah. That makes sense. But surely the bots should be able to check better. You know what I mean? To check if someone's actually. You know what I mean?
They're taking a piss, man.
It's not like we're showing the match or anything. You know what I mean? We're just doing our own thing. You know what I mean?
Fuck, man.
Try starting a new one though. Maybe that will fix it.
Do you reckon?
Yeah, because it might be the raw thing at the back as well. There's many things that could be.
Bro, so why is it gonna happen to Veli?
I think maybe Veli said something or did something on his stream as well.
Man, nah, he didn't, man.
Because it's definitely a bot. You know what I mean? Those things can pick up anything random, like, oh, he got this background or he did this. Boom, he's gone. You know
At the same time, nah, I'm not having it. Not having it.
But what was that software though that you used before StreamYard? I remember you used something. I forgot what it was, but you definitely used something before StreamYard.
I ain't gonna start another stream. This is dumb. I blame PC Barnes. Well, at the barrel, these are having a good laugh in the chat.
Should we just do it in the chat? Like everyone just type in the chat. We could actually do the show on the chats, like just like.
No, it's better. I like it when we're just having a full-blown conversation in here, and then someone goes off on a tangent in the fucking chats, and just everyone's just on it.
It's like two videos going on at the same time. Yeah. Nah, it's this damn Ashkenazi.
People saying it's 5G.
They released that yet?
Yeah, cool. Well, yeah,
of course.
5G's out.
Bro,
probably hella expensive.
Haven't you seen all the towers the amount of towers that they've put up?
Maybe that's what's making us
cell
so
phone
moody.
towers. Bro, I need to show you like this fucking.
Maybe that's what's messing with everyone's vibe. You know what I mean? Even I've been feeling hella depressed as well.
Yeah, something mess. Cause me, I'm just fucking. I'm too empathetic. I'm too like I pick up on vibes too much, and they affect me like they're mine, and I don't even realize that other people are, like I'm getting it from somewhere else. That's how deep it is. It feels so organic to me that I don't question it.
Telepathy.
Like, yeah, bro. But today, bro, I don't know what took over me, man. It was just from I woke up, it was just that vibe.
Have you tried cold showers?
Well, I had a hot shower. I didn't try a cold shower.
I've been looking a lot into that. Cold showers will make things better. Trust me, you should try it, bro. Definitely.
Wim Hof.
I've been doing that for a while now, and it's yeah.
Check out Wim Hof. You'll love him, bro.
Why was he do? Just jump in the fucking cold bath.
He shows you. He's the guy that fucking went up Everest in his boxers,
bro.
And he
bro, you're on your own.
I'm just telling you,
and for that reason, I won't be investing.
Nah, but you should try the cold shower thing, though. Do you know the science behind it?
What, a full shower cold, or just because what I do is I will have a hot shower, and then at the end I will run some cold water to kind of
cool down.
Yeah, to cool down, close the pores, and it's a nice little contrast to the hot shower man's had, and it stops man from like
Nah, but
sweating.
cold shower, you basically you're doing it all the way through cold shower, and then you're done. And the science behind it is basically you're waking yourself up to discomfort every day, and it's training your body to deal with discomforting situations because you become accustomed to it. Basically, what's the word? Numbs your reaction to discomfort, if that makes any sense. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it also increases testosterone and blood flow and immune system. There's all the other benefits as well.
It increases testosterone. Who told you that, man?
No, it's just, it also helps with the sexual transmutation as well because it enables you to be relaxed as well. But yeah, just try it, man. Like it helps in these winter times because it just gets you accustomed to it. You know,
how does it help you be relaxed though? It doesn't help you be relaxed.
Because that means you have a greater threshold in dealing with discomfort because you'll be dealing with it every single morning and night. The cold shower thing is deep, man. Like I've been doing that. And
bro, even breathing alone. So what he does, he does, I think it's 30 breaths in and out. And after that, he holds the breath in and then lets it out continuously. Yeah. And just by doing that, it just oxidizes, not only oxidizes your blood, like I was saying, I was looking into how to produce DMT by yourself. And the way you do it is via your breath. So what you do is when you take a deep breath in, you hold it, you feel, if you concentrate enough, you'll feel something start from the base of your spine and curl up into your pineal gland.
Yeah.
And that's what happens with every single breath that you take, but you don't realize it. So what you do is you concentrate. So when you do concentrate on it and it does happen and you hold your breath, what happens to crystal when it's under pressure? It produces energy, right?
Exactly.
The more pressure that crystals are under, the more energy it produces.
Yeah, and that's a good point, Mills, because if you actually look at a lot of methods to induce DMT, another method would be to lower the heart rate. A lot of people actually have secret facilities where they lower the heart rate of their patients to take them to the DMT world to see the clockwork elves and all these things. So there's natural ways where you can induce that state.
You want to borrow my book, DMT? The DMT, the spirit molecule. I got the original book. That shit fucking. Sure, that PDF is out there now, but yeah, they always keep talking. They keep talking about these elves. And that, these are demons, man. These are demons.
Was it called?
DMT. DMT, the spirit molecule.
I've read that book, some of it.
Yeah.
Joe Rogan really got me into that, man. I think Joe Rogan freaking he's in the whole thing as well, man. I don't trust that guy.
Yeah, you can't trust Joe Rogan, man.
Especially when he got that third eye on his profile. I don't know what the hell that's all about, bro. Too much spiritual people today now. Trying to be all, you know what I mean?
Was it Rick Strassman?
Yeah, that name rings a bell.
Is it the bare eyes on the front cover?
Yeah, bare eyes and a face.
Yeah, bare trippy.
Yeah.
So we're saying this is devils.
No, I'm not saying it's devils. I'm saying when you read about the book is a little bit confusing. That's another thing. Right? When you read about their experimentations on DMT, they basically come to the conclusion that a lot of people are having the same experience on DMT.
Yeah, it's a teleportation thing.
What do you mean they're having the same experience? Like this
when they trip, they're having similar experiences.
Okay.
Talking to entities, meeting a certain type of entity, da. Do you know what I mean?
And you know what's funny about DMT? If you actually study ancient peoples in DMT, almost every ancient civilization, Aztecs, Vikings, a lot of these people that utilize this drug ended up doing human sacrifices. Because the Chichikawa, the snake god, told the Aztecs, we need more blood. We need more blood. If you want the crops to grow, we need more blood. So, pharmakia, beware of pharmakia. You get me? Look up, bro. The Aztecs. Do you know what's funny about the Aztecs? I'm learning a lot about them lately. Yeah. Apparently, the Aztec priests used to basically, this is what they learned from the DMT world. They used to get some sharp tools like thorns and nails. They used to put their dick inside like a tool basically grinded up their penis, and then what they'll do is they'll smoke the blood from that penis. And this is all the shit they learned from going into the DMT world. This is the kind of crazy shit that, you know what I mean? Have you ever wondered why did they sacrifice hundreds of people on a pyramid? What's going on? What's all this all about? It's DMT. It makes you go crazy. Because the demons tell you they want blood. You know.
I'm not gonna argue with you. Because I don't have evidence to say no. But
What do you think though? It's a bit mad, isn't it? The correlations, the Vikings, the Aztecs, they all do crazy shit when they take this drug.
and they weren't doing crazy shit before the drug?
Nope.
I need to prove. No, you need to prove that. Don't say no. You need to prove that they
They
weren't.
if you look up for example, with the Vikings, the Berserkers, the whole rage and the whole, killing everything in their way, they induce it by taking mushrooms. The Vikings were known to have taken mushrooms. They call them Berserkers, a special troop that wore bear clothes, yeah? And basically these guys would take these mushrooms, they'll be set in the front line, and they just go around just killing everything in their way. They would even kill their allies. It induces a bloodthirsty kind of, I can't explain it. Basically, the demons, they tell you they want blood in it, and you go and get it. It's mad, fam. That's why the Aztecs killed hundreds of... They found... If you go to where the pyramids are in Mexico...
Oh, we're live.
Oh, we're live.
Lovely. We're back, baby. Say another.
How do you know we're back?
We're back, guys.
Listen to this.
Oh no, we just fucked up. Fuck's sake. I'll still be back. No, we're still back.
Listen.
Fuck's sake.
Cursing my unborn baby and me, and just hoping that I have another miscarriage like last time, and hoping that my baby dies. One of Jedi's favourite thing is to attack women, and he's a self-confessed woman beater. So you should not be surprised. Yeah. So I just want to highlight his behaviour for people. And his cohort,
crazy.
Michael's another violent one. Michael's one of the people, when I first came to the park, when he tried to...
Apparently this is from today. Or
a
couple, or like very recently.
Women to stay away from them. I've already received threats and intimidation from them both.
This woman has blamed, man, for her having...
she's going to show up now after...
This woman has blamed, man. Hold on, wait, let me just say it. This woman is blamed, man, for her having having a miscarriage. Yeah, she's blaming, man. And, yeah, she's also saying that man is threatening her. She's also saying I'm a woman beater.
Goodness gracious.
Yeah? She's saying that man is threatening her, and she's living in fear. I don't know what one for this lady. I really don't know what one for this lady.
I think she should be sued, man.
This is what I mean by I tell you that this lady, this woman, is a very dangerous individual with her sickness. There's no way that me and you are gonna be cool, and then you and this chick is gonna be cool, and then it's not gonna work. Yeah, she's a very, very ill woman, and if it wasn't for Speaker's Corner Skits telling me to go and check this out, I wouldn't even know about it. That's how deep it is.
Why do people even still lay on at the panels? Like, I don't understand that.
I don't know what they do. I have no interest, and please let's not mention the name.
Yes. Please.
You know what I mean? But yeah, man. So she's got this whole narrative that everyone's on her case for 3 years. Man have been attacking her and all this nonsense. I'm just like, yo, man, this is scary. She's talking about how she's 300 miles away and painting some picture that man's on her. Hear it.
Intimidation from them both. I am 200 miles away, and I'm not bothering them, but they can't seem to spend their time. They want to spend their time, cursing my unborn baby and me, and just hoping that I have another miscarriage like last time, and hoping that my baby dies. So I just want to expose the bullying, and obviously the Muslims confronted
how are you gonna get online and say how are you gonna get online and say I hope your baby dies? Like, are you crazy?
No one says that kind of shit.
Are you crazy? Like, for real?
Yeah.
No. I don't hope your baby dies, lady. I hope the demon inside of you dies, and you're free you're free to just, I don't know.
How can someone make up scenarios like that in their head? Like,
it's sickening.
It's actually dangerous. People take it seriously.
She knows what she's doing, and she knows the type of thing she's trying to spread. Like, why would you lie like that? I don't get it. Who's wishing your baby death? Like, really? You think man them are that affected by you, whatever, that they want your baby to die? Like, come on, man. Like, for real, come better than that. If anybody wants your baby to die, it ain't me, man. Like, it ain't me, man. Horrible.
This especially Jedi, the fuck that he is.
Oh my gosh.
Back. So Jedi's got Jedi. One of Jedi's favorite thing is to attack women, and he's a self-confessed woman beater.
Oh my god.
Okay, hold on. Self-confessed. What are you talking about?
So basically, we had a stream one day, and we were talking about violence in the relationship and stuff like that. And I say I'd be lying to say that I've never been physical in the past. Do you know what I mean? It's not something that man is proud of, but yeah, man has reached certain levels of frustration and lack of self-awareness where certain things have happened in a relationship. That's as brief and as vague as I was in it. No way did I ever turn around and say, I'm a woman beater. I'll beat up women. I'll beat up a woman in the past. So she's drawing her own conclusions, and it's people like Betty that make it hard for you to be honest and real about things, especially like when you're in a different stage of your life and you're trying to reflect back and be, be real.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was listening to my stream and she went around the internet telling everyone I'm a woman beater. I'm like, you're a dickhead, man. You couldn't find a woman to tell you that I've hit her. Like, shut up, man. You know what I mean? But yeah, this is what she does, isn't it? She runs with things. Like, everything that she thinks she knows about me has come apparently from my mouth, but she twists everything. Do you know what I mean? And makes it, I don't know, for her agenda. I don't know who she thinks she's going to recruit by trying to label me a woman beater, but there's no women in recent history that can tell you that, yeah, that's the case or whatever. And by my own admission, because we were talking about domestic violence or something, women versus men and men versus women, and people were just chatting, and I thought, you know what, let me share some of mine. And then you do think better of it. You think, you know what, let me not go into too much detail, because you got little fuckers like Betty around that's going to try and twist anything you're saying. But yeah, man, I mean, if you can't own up to the wrongs that you've done in your life, then whatever. I just remember that I asked everybody, have you ever done pushed or done anything in a relationship ever? Do you know what I mean? And we had the gal them and the man them admitting that, yeah, do you know what, in the past I have done this before, I have done that before, I slapped a girlfriend before, or I did this, or I got, do you know what I mean? Like we were just having that type of conversation, that level of realness, and people were sharing in it. I tried to share, and this is what Betty took from it. Weirdo, man.
I like his behavior for people and his cohort. You know, Michael's another violent one. Michael's one of the people, when I first came to the park, when he tried to attack me, and other black men had to save me from being attacked by this violent individual. I was
that's another thing. Sorry to interrupt. That's another thing.
Threats and intimidation.
Why do people, not just her, why did they always associate other people's actions with what you're doing? You know what I mean?
Seem to spend their time.
Because I don't really do much. You get me? I don't do much.
Like, he did all, like, he could literally do all the bad or whatever it is, but then, but Jedi, and but it's like, what? Jedi didn't even do anything because it's Jedi's friend. It's him now. You know what I mean? They do that a lot as well. I've noticed that. It's actually mad, fam. It's actually mad.
Dave Smith is saying Veli fought the Russian mafia for Raspet, and Raspet turns on Veli for Sia. What do you mean Raspet turns on Veli for Sia, Dave Smith? What are you on about? Right? What? Wow.
I think that's a fan fiction, bro. That doesn't make no sense. Yeah, I think that's a fan fiction. That's not real.
I don't know what that is. Would you say it's fan fiction? Do you say?
I think so, fam.
What's it? It's fan fiction.
Russian mafia. What Russian mafia is? You know what I
mean? Well, there was a guy that was trying it. That was Russian. Yeah, but I don't know about Russian mafia, but I know what he means about the guy that Veli got involved with.
Spiros or some Spiros.
I don't know. Raspet was like, come, like basically, I didn't do shit to the guy. And then Veli, this is when they keep saying, "Oh, the guy knocked off your hat, Veli." This is when people keep saying that to Benny. Don't you remember that one?
No.
At Speaker's Corner, some kid was just trying to chuck it to Respect. Then Respect was getting into it with the kid. Then Veli said two things, and the guy tried to get wicked with Veli. Then Veli was like, Veli weren't having it. And then I don't know, like they started swinging or something like that, and they started swinging. And then what happened after that? I think the guy knocked off Veli's hat or something. It was just funny. I just remember like they dropped a clip of it, but even Veli was laughing. Like they dropped a clip of it. Like you get me, Veli's like hat dropped. It was like some mad move. It was funny. It was funny, but yeah, because basically they're saying I don't know what they're saying. I don't even want to talk too much, but yeah, it wasn't Veli's beef. So Veli was back in Respect, and Veli ended up kind of swinging out with the guy or swinging. I don't think no one punched anyone, but there was some swinging, some intention to punch was there, definite. But I don't know what happened after that. Oh, I don't know what's going on with Sia or whatever.
I thought Sia was finished, fam. No one's been speaking about her. Like, you know what I mean?
Who's that?
Don't worry about it.
Yeah, let's not.
Professor would be the Daft Bin. You know how mad women can get. Very thought, read that bit. Respect did like he cut him, but had no nerve. I beg you, pull that clip up, Jed. Nah,
Please, where is it?
I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that.
Is it on TNT Greek or something?
I'm not pulling it up. That clip was funny though. Sia Veli and Respect dropped the beef between them. What? What are they talking about, man?
Do you think maybe it's to go against Zub?
All the Muslims went at Veli and Respect just listened. Well, he rapped at him. The guy with the beanie. Yeah, the guy with the beanie. What? Last night, Sia went at Veli and Respect said nothing.
Because I think he's working with Sia.
You think what? Respect's working with Sia?
I think there's some unfinished business with Zub. And you know what I mean? And you know who has all the information or claims to, you know. So
Listen, man.
I'm not interested, man.
Yeah,
I'm not interested. When it comes to Respect and Zubaydah and Sia and their beef, I'm not interested. I like the jokes and that and whatever, you know, but like,
it is funny though.
Yeah, in terms
It's
of
not
being
serious.
involved, it's long, man.
It's not worth it.
Making allegiances with Respect, I'm not interested, man. And yeah, I just leave them all to it, man. Pick them all up, enjoy your lives, do your thing. You know what I mean? I'm just not interested. I mean, I am interested in the jokes and like, but I'm not interested in anything that can get my hands dirty or get me drawn in. I know a lot of people are waiting for me to get involved in the shit. I don't want to. I just want to do my thing. But yeah, first I'm going to observe this video by Speaker's Corner Skits. And then,
they will spend their time, you know,
I just saw the
my
video.
unborn baby and me, and just hoping that I have another miscarriage like last time, and hoping that my baby dies. So I just want to expose the bullying. And hello, people. Hi, it's Betty. So I want to. This is like fair uses. So this is for critiquing, and the disclaimer, the fair uses disclaimer. So in response to the slander and cyberbullying that I've received in the last 3 years from this individual, Michael, and this other individual, Jediah, both Nigerian men who have spent 3 years, who caused me to have a miscarriage last time.
Oh
with
my
their
gosh.
slandering. They're mocking of my dead father, they're mocking of my dead
Mocking of
child,
what?
and I'm pregnant again, and they have been continuing to mock my unborn baby and me and slander me and call me all the names under the sun. And I just want to highlight their behaviour in the park and why these violent individuals are allowed to go to Speaker's Corner. God only knows, even though there's camera footage of them being physically violent, they're allowed to roam around in the Queen's Park and
Goodness
online
gracious.
harassing and slandering me and attacking my unborn baby. And this individual Jediah is already admitting beating a woman, so he's a woman beater. He has convictions for stabbing, shooting and armed robbery. He's estranged from his kids. This is all by his own admission. And instead of him to get a wife and go and look for a woman to look after and to look after his own children that he says he's estranged from, he's spending his time cyberbullying me and his friend Michael also, who is
See, my friend, yeah.
the paedophile sympathiser who supports Dr. Dwight York, that is doing 135 years in jail for raping children.
Yikes.
So these men, Michael and Jedi, are very violent, very dangerous individuals, and they are a danger to
She don't
women.
mind trying to link man to rape, does she?
Linking you to Malachi's York. See what I'm talking about, bro?
The mocking.
Like, you can't do nothing, and like, you know what I mean?
And other women. Now, obviously, this is where Jediah decided to call Ahmed's mother a bitch. Now, if anyone knows anything about Jediah, is Jediah's mother was murdered, and he spends his time attacking my mother, who's done nothing to him, has never done anything to him, has been more than polite.
Mad. Like Maz slandered her mother. When did I slander her mother? Do you know, yeah, the last time that actually, this is what she's actually typing and writing. So I just want people to know, innit, yeah? Like, I don't play these games, innit? I don't play these silly games with people where you feel like you get the opportunity to tell me that my mum was used as target practice. I ain't really trying to hear it, innit? Like, so I just think it's best that we just do our own things, mind our own businesses. You don't worry about what I do on my stream. I don't worry about what you do on yours. This is, I would never have seen this had it not been Speaker's Corner skits just brought it to my attention. Literally, what, half an hour, 45 minutes ago, while we was on the stream, he said, "Go and check out my video. This chick's bugging out." I checked out his video, and we're hearing it for the first time. I don't know what's up with this lady, but
you know the weird thing about it? She's not accountable for the things she says about other people. She wants other people to be accountable for the fake things that she thinks people have said. You know what I mean? It's narcissistic, isn't it?
It's not nice. It's not nice. Finding a narrator. I feel for Betty right now. I just hope the man is rich.
I don't know what he's talking about. No one's right. Well, I can't say no one, but no one over here. You know what I mean?
And there goes YouTube again. Oh boy, I'm here just big up Speaker's Corner skits, man. Interesting video. From a psychological perspective, it's all very interesting, but there's a guilt viewing each character as a specimen like that. It just feels wrong. She's a joke. This fucking gal. Man, what is wrong with her? The woman is I don't know what's up with her, man. I don't know what's up with her, man, but man.
Do you know what would be nice? It would be nice if we get like a psychologist to come and like, analyze people's behaviors, like make logs. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but it's not about that. The whole point of them is to try and make them, get better without them telling them to get better.
Some people need therapy. Some people just need therapy. Like they think they're sane. Like you can think you're sane, but you actually have an underlying mental illness. There's people out there that think they're sane, but they actually have mental illness. I could have a mental illness. You know what I mean?
Because what they do is the people that they surround themselves with, they see that as normal. Yeah. And then we have to define what normal is. Normal is just a group of the majority of people within a certain circumference. Does that make sense? So there might be around a lot of psychotic people. So this is what we got to understand. So there's a lot of childhood trauma. Do you know what I mean? That's involved in this, and as well, which affects them in the future. And this is what we got to be very careful of. when we're dealing with people like that, because at the end of the day, you don't know what they're going through, and it's like what they think what they're doing is right. It's nuts.
Yeah.
Them
man.
people are fucked.
Whatever, man. We all gravitate towards something, innit? So you know, it's just we come for different reasons. I think a lot of people with trauma, they come to certain forums, but then it's like what trauma has led them there and what how it's affected them can be totally different. Do you know what I mean? And I can see a lot of troubled people. You know, maybe like they think that they're gonna find some answers on the internet. You know, maybe they think they're gonna find their calling, or like what we was talking about a bit earlier, their purpose. I don't know. I don't know, man. I'm not sure why so many nuts people come towards the internet or come towards me. I ain't calling her. Like, I get the feeling like this woman ain't gonna let it go until something actually happens. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's why I try to stay away from her, man. Like until something crazy happens. Like, you know,
she's gonna get more and more hungry. The more
yeah, you know, she turns up at places and she tries to make herself relevant in places where she's not relevant. I don't know, man. It's a bit weary. It's a bit scary, man. Seeing her behavior. I don't know what's caused her to go on this little rant in the last day or two. I don't know what that's about.
But I think it's good that you've not allowed her on the panel, because I think that's definitely helped in many ways.
Yeah, she's done, man. She's done.
It's helped in many ways.
She ain't coming on my panel, man. She ain't. That's long. Hear me?
But she wants that energy in it. You know what I mean?
That's how it happens, though, isn't it? Once you start dealing with something, it starts getting. It always comes back twice as hard, no matter what.
You need a restraint order. Yeah, for real though, she's crazy, man. She probably would try and meet man in person. Like,
do you think a lot of mental people come to you, Jedi, because you might be a healer, or you might be there like?
Yeah, but I think more importantly, people wanna. I don't know, man. I will heal people, and then they'll with their healed mind, they will fucking do me something. Like, I'm the hand that people want to bite, and this is why I'm reluctant to feed. I'm reluctant. I could probably do a lot of good for Betty in her life or whatever. I could probably speak a lot of good into her existence, but she would be like the dog that you healed.
That bites you.
That bites you once they're strong enough. That's like the type of energy I get from her. It's not. Do you know what I mean? Like.
And we could see that you were kind of helping her before, because remember she used to come on.
Yeah.
She was normal, kind of. You know what I mean? And then she just switched. She took her energy and then she switched. She wants that energy back now, right? To be normal again, and then switch again, get the energy back. You know what I mean? It's just man. Break the cycle. You know what I mean? Let her starve. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I told her already that's the last meal. I told her she's had the last meal, the last supper. She's never eaten off me again. You'll never eat from my energy again. Even this is way too much energy than you deserve. You don't deserve this energy, man. You know what I mean? You don't deserve it, man. You're not worthy. It's sad. It's sad. So, but I hope that she can get some help. Don't ever get it twisted. I don't wish her no bad. You know, I want her to get help and be healthy. I don't know if it's too late or what, but like, I think there's a need to have an enemy, and I think there's a need for the enemy to be a Nigerian man. I think that's more to do with her than to do with anybody else. The anger she's got towards the Nigerian men, like, you know, she said it before, like, you know, there's shows there. Yeah. There's shows there of how she feels screaming and shouting about how she hated her father and wanted him to die. I was happy that he died, but then she loves him, but then he turned his back on her and allowed her to be, you know, to be assaulted and violated by another man because he wasn't present. And she's angry at him for that and for getting this white woman pregnant and having a child, and for being a Rolling Stone, she called him, for never being around. That's why she keeps talking about who's got estranged kids and who doesn't see their kids and all this, because her dad didn't see her for many years or for a long period of time, innit? So she wants to like put all that anger on other people. Like, I just feel like, just sort your issues out, babes, man. Please sort your issues out. If you are truly bringing another life into this world, you like, the internet ain't where you need to be, man. Like, for me personally, I'll never have my baby mother or any of my children's mothers while the children are in their stomachs sitting on the internet gossiping and arguing and taking in all that negative energy. Hell no. I would never allow that. I don't think there's any sane man would. You got to protect yourself, innit? Protect your energy. You got time to be like coming up with lies and shit on the internet about somebody while you're in whatever stage of your pregnancy. This can't be good for you. Don't try and blame a miscarriage on me and start this campaign of, oh, Jedi made me have a miscarriage because, I don't know, maybe you've had a miscarriage, or maybe, I just don't know, man. But you shouldn't even be thinking about miscarriage right now. Do you know what I mean?
Grieving.
Not even grieving.
That is the case.
You shouldn't be thinking about miscarriage. You should just be thinking about having a healthy child. Don't even, do you know what I mean?
That baby in your arms.
Yeah, that's what you should be thinking about. Your baby being safe and protecting your baby from people that you think, oh, I have got bad intentions. I don't know, man, but I can't tell people how to have a child or how to carry a baby. You know, I'll leave that down to you and your partner. Sometimes people suffering trauma can explain a person's actions. Yeah. She's saying you made her
miss. Use that as an excuse. That is the root cause of it. We can't say that, but that doesn't give the excuse for you to carry on. We can give plenty of examples of people being through worse trauma and they still haven't done maybe half the things that other people have done.
I mean, if she doesn't have a baby, yeah, if no baby comes of this, because I won't be fucked with. Like, this is the thing, yeah. You can fuck with me in certain ways, innit? But as well as you think you think it's all good working with the devil and trying to fuck with me, your revenge, or not your revenge, but your comeuppance will come, and it won't be nice. It won't be pretty.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I mean? It won't be pretty.
You reap what you sow.
Yeah, you're gonna sow some horrible oats when it comes to me, because I know you know how much power I wield, and I don't use it on you. I really don't. I never really train my sights on you, and I never really will, because you don't deserve it. And as much as you call me a bully, that's actually the last thing that I am. The last thing that I want to do is actually destroy someone clearly weaker than me. I don't want to do it, man. I give you a little taste of some warning shots just to try and keep you away from me. But ultimately, I ain't going to give you what you want. You want like death by Jedi, suicide by Jedi, because you think I'm just going to down your darts. I ain't going to do it. You're trying to speak all this mad shit into existence. Oh, I'm afraid for myself, and I'm, like
sympathy. Yeah.
Like, no, ain't no one going to do you shit, man. Think someone trying to touch.
Do you see similar traits with Okra? Like imagining scenarios in their minds, making them believe certain things,
Yeah. But
it's a similar kind of mindset. I wonder what that is psychologically. You know what I mean?
I don't know, man. You just have to be creative in your past, isn't it?
Because to really make yourself believe something, it's kind of like a religion, isn't it?
Yeah. Soil says 48 laws of power destroy your enemy completely.
You should use that for you.
But the joke thing is Betty's not my enemy.
Yeah.
She ain't my enemy. And it also says learn how to use your enemy, innit? So maybe I use Betty and let her destroy herself, because she's her own worst enemy. So maybe Betty's just gonna keep destroying herself until there's nothing left, and I don't even have to lift a finger. Do you know what I mean? Maybe if you just wish her luck and leave her to her own devices, yeah, she's either gonna heal herself, in which way she won't be your enemy, or she's gonna destroy herself. You know? Like, it's up to her. The world's in her hand, man. The world is in her hands. You know, I don't know what's going on with her, but I don't wish to know either. I don't know what her channel is. I'm not looking for her channel either, beautiful London. She just, you know, let her just float in limbo, man. Let her just do her thing. But it was interesting to hear her perspective. She's officially blaming Mandem. She's officially blaming Mandem for her abortion, her miscarriage, which is kind of sad. I don't want that energy put on me. I don't want one person to believe that Jedi did something to cause a woman's miscarriage. Do you know what I mean? I don't want one woman to think that. But liars need traction. So if you're gonna gain traction through sympathy, and that's what you're gonna do, man. But I just don't think that's something you should lie about or use as a weapon or whatever. I just don't think it's healthy.
Defaming. And
I'll tell you what else is really fucked up. After your miscarriage that you say was caused by Jedi and Maku, you then proceed to flirt and joke and laugh daily with Jedi and Maku, coming around them, jumping on their panels, pinching man's ass. You think that a woman's gonna pinch the ass of someone that made her so stressed she had a miscarriage? Does that make sense to you, look?
Nope.
This person stressed me out, caused me to fear for my safety, bullied me to the point where I had a miscarriage. Yeah, and now I'm like turning up in a park where he's hosting a festival, and I'm trying to pinch his ass. Come on, man. Come on, allow that, man. Stop that. Hi, Jediah. Oh, hi, Jediah. Oh, hi, Jediah. Anyway, let's move on.
Yeah, please.
What are we getting into?
Yeah, I've not dealt much with mental illness in my life, so I think I wouldn't be the best help. You know what I mean?
But
I'm around a lot.
as soon as you don't show any interest, it's natural for someone to.
Yeah, it's like it comes in, like when everything's going well, it comes and invades. You know what I mean? It will just come and invade. You know?
Is that not true though, Jez? The less you're. Well, I forgot even what to say. The less you're there, the less energy you give that person, the more that energy wants to gravitate towards you.
The less you're what? One more time?
The less you give someone that energy, yeah, the more they want to gravitate towards you. Like let's say, for example,
Is that Oz? The guy who's got the devil stuck in him.
What?
Is that Oz? That F guy, Oz?
And there's no Oz around here, bro.
You're talking.
Okay.
What do you think my name's Oz?
That guy.
Well, like an Oz to you.
No, there's a
Turn
guy.
on your camera, bro. Let's see what you look like.
Let him talk, bro. You know,
there's a guy on these streams, and he's a flipping Satan worshipper, and he's crazy. You look a bit like him.
Oh, fuck off, bro. You're taking a fucking piss.
No, I'm not. It's called FFFFF. The guy's a
bugging
Satan worshipper.
I'm a Satan worshipper. Stuff for love,
Stuff for love.
I'm not talking about Satan worshipping the thing.
I'm not saying you are.
Right,
you huh?
Are you right?
Yeah, I'm saying there's a guy that looks like you called Oz.
And how do you know this Oz?
Mills, you don't look nothing like him.
He doesn't look anything like
Are you trying to associate man to?
Okay,
you trying to mug man off? You trying to mug me off in front of my mates?
You mugging me off in front of my mates?
Huh? Fool. Turn on your camera. Let me see who you look like. That's our fault, man. Fuck's sake. Trying to thing, you know, trying to call man fucking saint worshipper and shit like that, bro. Fucking dickhead.
Failed experiment.
I'm not saying you are. I'm saying there's a guy who looks a bit like you.
Are you okay?
Oh,
like you sound a bit. You sound a bit like something. It sound like there's some tension. Like, are you
know what
sitting
I
in the
mean?
right place? Like,
Why does it sound like your balls ain't dropped?
Why?
Oh, you got Dave Smith.
Why are you coming? Why are you coming in? Why are you
That's
coming
Ali
in?
Ali. It's not failed experiment. It's Ali Ali.
Why are you coming in with Schiffer's name on the?
Oh, Schiffer is the new Messiah. I would like to inquire.
let the invasion begin.
How do I become a PayPal Muslim like Respect?
Why do you go to Respect?
How do I do this? Because Respect's too special. He's now become an imam.
Yeah.
Talking about mad people drawing you in, and there you go, bro.
Yeah, it's mad.
You see, imagine we're talking cool, and then you got these guys coming. As soon as we talk cool, boom.
It's mad, yeah, because you both
come on. Call some beautiful girls.
You both come on.
You get beautiful girls
you both come on talking about men. You come on with another man's name. Another one came on asking man if he's Oz. It's funny, man. So anyway, so what's your obsession with the black guys? Dave Smith.
But then he can stay far away.
Dave Smith, what's your obsession?
Stay far away.
What's your obsession with the black guys?
You're not gonna... serious question.
Yeah, you came on with one black guy's name, and then you've come to talk about another black guy. And ain't there some upstanding Englishman you could be speaking about right now, rather than all this blackity black stuff?
Hey, I know who your dad is. He's called Nick.
I don't like the direction of that question. I don't know.
All right, look, Schiffer is a black man. You've got some religious fixation with him, calling him Prophet Schiffer. And then Respect is a black man, and you've got a religious fixation with him, calling him an imam. Is there a subconscious desire for you to worship a black man?
In Islam, we are colorblind.
Okay. No.
And I want to know, how do I become a PayPal Muslim?
You either speak to Muslims or you speak to PayPal.
Is there a PayPal? Is there a Muslim PayPal? Has someone started that yet? Has anyone thought about that?
It's called PayPally. I don't need love, money, and dick and exclusivity.
But honestly, though, I can't answer them kind of questions because it's got a kind of a homosexual theme to it. That's very strange.
Well, you do seem a bit obsessed with the black guys, though.
Not really, no. Not really.
You came on a black man's panel with another black man's name to talk about another black man.
Yep.
And you're on a white man's platform. What does that mean?
Where's the white man's platform?
What?
You're on it. You're on a white man's platform. What's YouTube run by? Who owns YouTube?
You tell me who owns the internet. You tell me who you think.
You're in a white man's country. What does that mean?
Who invented the internet?
It's a bizarre line of questioning, though, isn't it?
Who invented the internet?
I don't know.
A black man.
A black man invented the internet. Who's that?
I sound so shocked.
Nigerian guy. That.
What's his name?
Go and do a bit of research, bro. I don't know his name. I don't know his name.
You don't know his name?
No.
But a black man invented the internet.
Yeah.
Philip Emeagwali.
Oh.
He was a Nigerian American computer scientist, and he invented the internet. So, what you gotta say about that?
Big up Filmatic Media.
Hey, what up, Jeds? How you doing, man?
I'm good, bro. I'm good. Is that boy or girl?
Boy.
Why have you got a pink leash then?
It was red at some point. It's discolored now.
Oh, okay.
What breed is that?
It's a pit bull mix.
Mixed with what?
Labrador.
Okay. Interesting markings, man.
Yeah, beautiful, huh?
Looking,
It's like a clown.
It's cool.
looking like a
It's
Dalmatian.
like a,
101, right?
Yeah.
So what are you saying to me, bro? Talk to
How's
me.
it going, man? It's been a while.
Yeah. It's been a while, but we good. We good over here.
So it's a new channel, huh? You don't use Red Pill Trail anymore?
I don't stream on Red Pill Trail anymore. I still upload.
Oh, okay.
I upload music videos and stuff, but I don't stream on there anymore. No, this is my only streaming channel, and
Oh, okay.
I use the other one for like vlogs and stuff like that as well.
I was beginning to suspect maybe you got shadow banned as well, because I know
Oh.
YouTube does that a lot. So
Yeah. No, not as of yet. I'm not that controversial.
that's the thing. Everything, we're living outrage culture, so they'll find anything outrageous. It just depends on what you're saying and how you say it, really. And if somebody finds it offensive, right?
Yeah. Whew. Sorry, I'm gonna cough.
But yeah, that's the state of PC culture we live in, man. But I'm glad you got this channel. I've been tuning in lately.
Welcome aboard, man. Welcome aboard. I'm trying to run the ship a little bit different over here.
Oh yeah. Okay.
I'm trying to stay off the 12-hour streams and.
Okay. What's the topic today? I kind of tuned in a little later.
We actually didn't have a topic today. We've done a few. No, you're good, Western Goddess, man. I'm just I was looking at your comment laughing. Yeah, we don't have a topic right now, so we got an open panel. It's Thursday Night Raw. We got open panel, and we're just gonna talk about whatever comes our way. So if you got anything,
I see you got TN Zulu. What up, bro? How you doing, man? It's been a while.
Oh, hello. How you doing, bro?
Yeah, good. Still Hebrew Israelite or?
I can't change my blood. I can't change my blood. Let's just
you can't change your blood, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. The white man's still the devil, right?
Nah, the white man's not the devil. I don't believe that. Not anymore.
Oh, okay. Oh, not anymore. Oh, what changed your mind?
Just logic, innit?
Oh yeah.
Obviously, there's other reasons, but yeah.
A lot of your professors at uni are probably white, so I'm sure they beg to differ. What's the other chap's name? I don't think I've had the pleasure of meeting this guy.
Nils, man. What's your name?
How you doing? Good. How you doing, bro?
Big up, bro.
Good.
Where you from? You sound like you're from overseas.
America, bro.
What about?
Bred. Cali.
Jeez, going back
to Cali.
Come on. Were you by the sea?
Yo, did you guys hear about Pop Smoke dying in the same hospital as Biggie? Is that true?
Yeah, somebody said that to me yesterday. That as soon as they heard the name of the hospital he died in, they said that's the same one Biggie died in. So I guess it's true.
Here comes the conspiracy theories. Then that's fucked up.
I mean,
probably did on purpose.
Have you heard any more details about that incident last night?
Man, from what I hear, it was a targeted hit, but I don't know how that's. I mean, if it was a targeted hit, it's his fault. He put his address out there for people to find out where he lived. So I just feel like when it comes to rappers these days, you got to know how to move different, man. You can't be out here slipping up like that.
Yeah, I agree. Like, can't be putting your address out there like that, man.
And I guess it was by accident, or I don't know. I don't know the actual details. I mean, some people are stupid enough to just say, "Test my gangster. Here's my address. Come find me." But man, nobody's safe out here.
M Don said that he got robbed the same day he got killed. Does that mean he got robbed earlier? Is that what you're saying, M Don? He got robbed earlier?
I thought it was the same incident. He got robbed and killed same day.
Yeah, well, that
I mean, how
same,
you just gonna
to
get?
say, exactly. To say same day makes it seem like that seem like separate incidences.
If somebody had robbed me, I'm gonna be on high alert. They're not gonna come back to finish the job.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be what's that? What's the thing? Threat level 0 or whatever it's called. I'm on
Whatever.
orange.
Yeah. High. Red alert. You know. You
Red
just
alert, man.
Yeah.
I
You
just got
kind of
robbed.
far from your house. You know.
Yeah.
The home invasion. Okay. Yeah. I remember that. But yeah, you gotta be smarter than that, man. You gotta be smart.
Yeah, I mean, the gun laws are not as strict as they are over there. So, I mean, most people are strapped up.
In Cali,
oh, definitely.
Yeah.
I wish I wish they would try. I mean, come on now. People are not that stupid.
Are you against the gun law, or are you for it? Like?
Oh, I'm definitely pro Second Amendment.
I'm kind of in between now. I don't know anymore. I used to be for it, but now I'm against it.
Are you legal to carry a firearm?
Yeah.
Do you have a firearm?
I'd like to keep that information disclosed, if that's all right with you fellas.
But you're legal to have one. But you might
Yeah.
not. But you might not legally have one. You might have an illegal one.
No. I just don't like to get into details about where it's at, what kind it is, you know.
Yeah. So what's the weighing system then? Can you just acquire one, or like do they check if you're mentally ill, or you know what I mean?
They're pretty lax, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
Goodness gracious.
Although I do kind of, as much as I am a pro amendment guy, I don't know if having more like checks and balances is a bad thing. I know there was a big uproar when there was a guy saying there should be like red flags for people purchasing firearms, and I don't know if I disagree. There's definitely people out there who shouldn't legally own firearms.
I don't think anyone should be able to just go and buy a gun. You know what I mean? It's just too irresponsible. Not to control people, but you know what I mean? Why would you put a weapon in the hands of someone, you know, that's clearly psycho, you know what I mean? With no weighing system, like
I think there should be there should be an emphasis on responsible gun ownership. And I think that's where it's lost. I think it's incumbent on the person who's selling the firearms to kind of reiterate that when they're selling them. And I'd be for a law that was for more responsible gun ownership. It should be, somewhere safe under lock and key.
What do you think about the fingerprint gun?
Huh?
The fingerprint mechanism that they've got on some guns. What do you think about that?
I think that's ingenious. Why not, man?
I didn't even know that.
It's supposed to lock up with when somebody else is using it because it's not the same fingerprint, right?
Yeah, but there's also a guy on YouTube that showed how he can unlock one in 7 seconds.
Oh, well, because all you need is a cup, and then the fingerprints on the cup, and then take some tape, and then
I don't know what he does because I didn't watch the video, but I know
I've seen it. Come on, bro, I'm filmatic. Yeah, I've seen plenty of movies where they, I guess that's real. I thought it was all bullshit. I thought that was a myth, but I guess it's real. All you need is some scotch tape, get the fingerprint, and that's it.
I don't know if that works.
I think it does.
Yeah, but so
come on, you see that on CSI all the time.
This is my rifle.
I think they should ban it.
One thing I wanted to ask is there are a lot of gun shops in America?
Oh yeah.
They say there is. There's like someone was telling me there's as many gun shops as there is betting shops here.
Pretty much, man. You can purchase a firearm at a pawn shop, bro. That's how lax it is out here.
but I know you said your Second Amendment, but do you not see the problem there? Let's be real,
dude. There's
how anyone can just acquire a gun. You know what I mean?
Right hand to God, I believe it's an imperfect law. As much as I am pro Second Amendment, I do think there are some flaws to it. Just like anything, it can be perfected. So
You know, like here, Zulu, you can get antique guns.
But
So
they're not
you can get-
operational, right?
They're non operation. No, they don't sell the bullets.
So, but if they had bullets, it would work.
Yes.
Huh.
Yeah.
So that's not really banning guns then, isn't it? Because you can definitely
No, but
acquire the
they're
bullet
classed
somewhere.
as antiques though, because you got to have a tag on it that basically says it's an antique.
But I'm sure some farmers have shotguns as well in the countryside, isn't it?
Yeah,
Or
you
like,
can get shotgun license here, fam.
oh,
well, you can get license for guns that don't work, that are antiques.
No,
You
you
can
don't
get
need the
hunting
license. You can
rifles
just
and shit.
purchase one.
Oh, they stock the barrel or something like that, right? That's what they used to do with the. I took military science in high school, and they used to give us airsoft guns. They had antiques that you couldn't use because they had, I guess, the barrel was stocked with something you can use it. So
I thought that was
Yeah,
just over time. That it doesn't
I
shoot.
think that is a good skill to learn, though, how to use a gun, though. I think they should have like survival things in school, and you know what I mean? How to pick lock up, you know what I mean?
yeah,
Because like another good thing is like I know like if you look up, for example, in Israel, they train all the civilians to know. I think if you're over the age of 16, you have to have army training. Like it's mandatory. Like you have to know Krav Maga, you have to know army training. So like if anyone was ever to attack, at least 80% of the civilians could help in any second. You know what I mean? So I think that's definitely a good. You know what I mean?
right.
Like army training.
You guys don't have that in the UK?
No, we do. We have cadets and stuff like that, but you have to sign up for it, and
It's not mandatory.
It's not many. It's not mandatory. And they try and send army people to come into schools and advertise it, but no one really takes it seriously. Maybe like 1 or 2 kids actually join. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah,
much, you know.
I went to that shit, bro. That was lively. I'm never gonna lie.
You did cadets?
Yeah, I done cadets.
I wanted to do it, man.
It's actually the lick. I definitely recommend it. You know.
Yeah, they have the same. They have the same.
Because I went. Was it flying, gliding, parachuting?
They actually have the same concept here in America, but they do it
Man.
actually much younger. Like I said, they had military science in high school, which was really a junior officers training program for high school kids. So.
Wait, did you do the Air Force one?
Yeah.
Or did you just do the normal one?
Air Force one. The Air Force one.
Did you actually fly a plane?
Yeah. I learned how to take off.
Like?
Taking off is easier than landing.
Were you scared? Like I would have been scared.
Yeah, man, at the start. But the first time you come on, he asks you, yeah, what do you want? Do you want to learn how to fly, or do you want to do aerobatics? The first time I went, and I was like, do aerobatics. I just started doing things like turning up, coming down, turning 360, driving upside down, bad things.
You guys have flight school out there, right? Like recreational,
huh?
You can do it. You guys have recreational flight schools, right?
Yeah. I was looking into that. It's not even that expensive to get a private pilot license.
Yeah,
obviously it's cheaper than in the States. Go on, sorry.
Yeah. Back when I was much younger, I tried doing it, but that shit is confusing, man. Learning how to fly, learning how to do all the navigations. That's the one that's most confusing. The longitude and latitude. I tried it when I was young, so I don't know. Might have to try it again.
That's it, man. No, definitely, man. Definitely recommend it. It's not easy, but it's like anything. It's like riding a bike. When you first wanted to ride a bike, it went easy. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
The stabilizers on the side.
Yeah, but the simulators are like real life, like real stake situations, and I kept fucking up. So the guy, the instructor just kept coming in. He's like, you okay, man? You need help? I'm like, obviously, bro. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I just
See, that's just it, isn't it? Once you learn and you got someone there teaching you next to you, do you know what I mean? Step by step, you get used to it, man.
It would be nice to be all well rounded. And man, imagine if you're in a situation you need some operate a helicopter or plane, or you know what I mean? It's nice to have those skills.
Yeah, helicopters.
I know some people that can't swim. I can't swim. You know what I mean? It's a basic. I can barely swim. I should say that. Yeah, I can't swim, bro.
At least tread water, man, just in case something did happen.
Oh, so
I can float
you still got
move.
You still got floaties on, Tianzu?
No, Nice one, nice
You a
one.
grown ass
Nice.
son out here with floaties on.
I don't know what
you
it
know
is.
what's
You know,
you know
maybe
what's
it's my,
oh go ahead.
no, I think maybe it's my form. I don't know. I just don't move. I'm just waggling around. You know what I mean? I don't know what it is, bro.
Yeah. I was gonna say, I don't know if it's the same thing over there in the UK, but from what I hear, it's not so simple to learn how to fly anymore. I think they're taking those programs away from people, and they rather stick them on drones. You're not so much learning how to fly; you're just basically behind a computer, kind of like
That's the next
a
step.
console. Yeah,
I think
yeah. Well,
automated. Yeah, that's the next step. Because why send people to go and die when you can send a robot or a drone on AI? You know what I mean?
right. I
Way
think
more
that's probably what's getting us in the most trouble nowadays, is because I mean a robot isn't as it's still a machine, you know. It doesn't have
It
feelings.
doesn't
It's
have
just
to
out
eat.
there. Yeah.
Doesn't
You
have to
could be
shit. All it
24
has to do
hours.
is just be powered.
Right. I don't know. I just think that just leads to more fuckery. You can get away with a lot more bullshit. Just killing innocent people.
I guess.
But,
Yeah, that is the problem.
yeah.
But I don't think they'll ever make a iRobot kind of situation. I don't think we'll ever get that far, personally.
Nah, we
I
will.
don't think we have the ability.
I would say that's the direction we're definitely headed in. Artificial intelligence.
I don't think we have the capacity.
We already have augmented reality. What's so hard about artificial intelligence?
But there's limits.
What? What do you say?
So we already have augmented reality. It just seems natural that artificial intelligence is right around the corner.
It's AR,
sentient beings, and all that.
But even with AR, VR, AI, there's limitations. They have not reached the capacity that
they haven't yet. But I'd say it's still possible.
It's make believe. I mean, for example, if you look at Back to the Future, the last film, it was in 1980s, and the film was about 2015, and they had holograms, flying cars, hoverboards.
We got holograms here as well, though.
Now it's 2020, so they were thinking, oh, in 2015 we're gonna have all these things, and bro, come on, man, like let's be real, like there's limitations.
Well, I mean, there's so many patents. I think there's so many patent inventions that we're totally unaware of. So it's not like they're gonna fully, display these for everyone to see. They gotta test them first. They gotta make sure they actually work before they roll them out.
They want us to believe. They want us to believe in this utopia, in this transhumanist future that will never happen. We will never measure robots. AI will never take over. It's just all propaganda to kind of guess to fear our natural disposition, to fear nature, to fear biology. It's all about merging with machines, soulless material. That's all.
You don't think
it's
you don't think it's some form of self-fulfilling prophecy? Putting all that information out there for someday for it to be real. You don't believe in that?
But can they make it real? That's the question. Because I'm still yet to see a working AI. Because all of the AI demonstrations that they've showed us, like Sophie, have been wired up to something.
Right.
So but you know what I mean, and they've asked some specific questions. You know what I mean.
Let me ask you a question. Yeah, if there was AI, do you think they will even show you?
This is the point. Yeah, I guess what we're saying is, what makes you think that the height of technology is being displayed to you, Zulu? Because they tell you that's what it is. You're not that naive.
I mean, they're probably hiding things, but even what they are hiding, to what extent? You know what I mean? Like, how much can we really do?
You can say that, but they say like Japan is like 5 years ahead of us in technology.
Who says that?
That's what they say.
Who?
So basically, they got more technology in Japan than we do over here.
5 years,
They're 5 years ahead when it comes to technology and speed of.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
Bro, there's this one. I think it's Ghanaian or Nigerian. I forget. It's he's the brother who helped Nipsey Hussle open that first smart store. I follow him on Instagram, and he's worlds ahead of most people. If you ever follow him, it's just that's the technology he's creating. It's impressive.
But all he's using, or what most people are using, are things that already exist, but in different ways. So even with the smart thing, the things that already exist, we are already able to connect our phones to things that are in the real world, or we're able to utilize our phones to connect to things in the real world. They've not made something completely. You know what I'm trying to say? Like,
be clear, yeah. When I was talking about no way, in terms of technology being advanced 5 years, I said that's a ridiculous number. Like it would be way more than that, and then we have to cap it at what is civilian grade. I know there's probably a better word for that, yeah, for mass commercial grade, and what is military grade, and what is above that. I mean,
that's a good point.
Like, and there is above military grade. There is a grade above where these guys are barely classed as soldiers, like in terms of their level of access of what they can see. You know, the classified documents and shit like that.
Do you mean like some super soldier thing like Captain America?
No, what I'm saying is there's some stuff that even a colonel can't read.
Yeah, we're not as civilians. We're not privy to the information behind closed doors that most of these people. I mean, because we live in a military-industrial complex, the first buyers are the military.
yeah.
So they're not going to release what they have for their enemies to know about. Who knows what kind of smart technology?
You think so, Phil? You think they're using laser guns? Like, come on, bro. I understand what you're saying.
Microprocessors and all that shit. You know what I'm saying?
You think they're using laser guns? Like, let's be real, bro. There's limitations to our technology in this timeline, in this time now.
How can you say that for? How can you be so certain about that? That's the thing.
This is why we haven't gone back to the moon, like we supposedly did in 1960. Because we don't have the materials that they had, or we don't have the technology that they had to get there. It's just all mumbo jumbo. We're limited in many ways, and it's all fear mongering. It's all trying to brainwash us to think we can merge with robots. Hook yourself up to this machine, become one with the net, with the internet, become one with robotics. That's all it is, man. There is no advancement in technology.
All that to me just sounds like a test or challenge for somebody to rise to. It's like an open test. Hey, we're limited, but there's somebody out there smart enough to figure it out.
And you know what's going to happen? Because
it just seems like they're pushing that into that direction.
But you know what I think, Phil? Do you know, because people are starting to figure out that we're not really going to get there, they're finding other ways through spiritualism, through medicinal things. People are becoming more, spiritual now, right? Like, oh, the spiritual dragon, oh, the astro, and all, you know what I mean? People are becoming more spiritual than technological nowadays. And I don't know if that's intentional, that they're pushing us in that direction. But people are going to start doing magic and shit. You're going to start seeing, forget robots and AI, you're going to start seeing people teleporting and levitating, and you're going to be wondering, how the hell are people doing these things? No, I knew this was going to happen.
This is where, I don't know, I might slightly disagree. Because I think that there probably is no difference between what you would perceive as this magic and technology. We already are in another room talking to people on the other side of the planet, or the world, or the earth, or whatever you want to call it. And apparently, if you did this 100 years ago, people would be dumbfounded.
Yeah, that's true.
What we have the ability to do, like a 3D printer and stuff like that. I mean, to see somebody disappear right now seems weird, doesn't it? But like, if it can be explained to the mind via technology, well, we already got projections in our rooms. Like, you're seeing other human beings, you could speak to them. If you called someone into a room and said, right, look, I've got God here, I'm going to make God appear. And you pulled out, you did something, and this image, this sound, surround sound, was definitely in the room with you. You had these things on your eyes, and it was definitely 3D. Do you know what I mean? And if he started talking to you, would you believe you just spoke to God?
No, because I saw the materials, I saw the method.
Yeah, but you wouldn't know what the method was if that was 200.
Oh, if I didn't see it.
400.
Yeah, definitely.
Do you know what I mean?
Definitely, yeah.
You wouldn't know what they are. You'd see the things, but you wouldn't know what you're looking at.
That's true.
Or you could take it another level. You could even I don't know, maybe even chemically induce that feeling.
Yeah.
Where...
See, now they've got this thing where they're talking about they've got this technology that can create a what do they call it? A spiritual. What do they call it? A religious. What do they call it? A religious. Not activity. I forgot the word. I forgot the terminology. Is it? It's not a religious experience, but that will have to do. But they can create this religious experience inside of you, yeah, just by this technology that they've got. And they've declassified it, talking about how they've been looking to weaponize it. So instead of fighting these people, you're just gonna drop this pulse that's gonna trigger parts of your brain to make you think that you're talking to God and shit. Is
it something to do with frequency?
Yeah, this is chemically. This is either chemicals or frequency or both. But they have the
messages.
They got this thing to so that you can hear a voice coming from your own head. We was talking about it the other day. We was breaking it down on here the other day.
I need to look that up, man.
It makes sense though. It's programming you. So it's making you think certain things to program you, subliminal messages without you even seeing it.
So when the Antichrist comes, the Blue Project thing,
you know what that sounds like, Jedi? That sounds like this movie I saw. Pretty interesting. It's called Upgrade. I don't know if you fellas heard of that one, but
heard of it. I ain't seen it yet.
It's just basically like the perfect marriage between mind, body, and technology, and it kind of sounds like what you're describing now, where somebody was implanted with a chip, and the chip basically goes into the mind of places like, I don't know if you guys know, I guess the brain hasn't been fully figured out yet. We still don't know the possibilities behind what the mind can do, but I guess this chip that this guy invented does, and he was basically a quadriplegic, and this chip was able to, I don't know, just correct some things in his mind, and his body was able to heal itself.
Wow.
And then and the chip was a voice in his head.
Hyper regeneration. He induced it through meditation, right?
You'd have to see the movie. The movie's pretty good. It's called Upgrade.
But you know what it is? I'm in between the idea of technology being magical and it simply being physics. Because is physics and magic the same or synonymous? Because, for example, me rubbing sticks together, making a fire, is that magic or is that physics? You know what I mean? The electrical currents in this laptop I'm using now, going into the chips, connecting with the memories and all, is that physics or is that magic? You know what I mean? So like, where do we? You know what I mean? Because the people can say, huh?
What is magic?
Something supernatural, but this can be naturally explained.
From what I know about magic, it's cheap parlor tricks. It's distractions, really. It's a science. It's distracting your mind, focusing on one thing, and while the magician's doing something else.
Because if I smashed this laptop and I opened it up and I looked inside, I would see chips, wires, connections. I'm not gonna see a black hole or some spirit. You know what I mean? I'm gonna see. I've done computer science. I've made a motherboard. I've looked into a computer. Like, you see connections. You know what I mean? It's not like it's some magical. You know what I mean? Like, you see connections. It's physics. It's science. I'm not saying that that's the be on end all. There might be some spiritual thing in this laptop. That's hence why a black screen and then you look at the black mirror and other traditions. I understand the spiritual connections to it or symbologies, but essentially it's physics. You make a fire by rubbing sticks together. You make a light bulb by running electricity through, a lead lining. Like, what? You know what I mean? Where do we stop and say, oh, this is just physics? You know what I mean?
Right. I think that's what it boils down to.
But what I was going to say, when it comes to science and when it comes to physics, is they try and, I think I was saying this the other day, the more scientists try and move away from God to try and explain life, is the more closer they get to God. Because now they've got the studies where they're going into quantum physics, and then they got the God particle that they're trying to find, which just comes to show in itself that look, the more further you get from God, is the closer you're gonna get to God, because you're just proving the existence. Yeah.
You've heard about the slit experiment, right?
What experiment?
How the slit experiment.
The what?
The double slit experiment. The double slit experiment.
Double slit.
It's where basically they found out that particles, electrons, and all these things, they basically react or change to observation. So when they were shooting these particles through some machine that projected it onto a platform, it made a certain pattern, you know, a predicted pattern. They did it over and over again. It made the same pattern, right, of the electrons and the protons. So when they stopped looking at the device or stopped looking at the electrons and protons, it made a different pattern. So what they're saying is basically...
are you talking about Schrodinger's cat? Isn't that the same theory?
I'm not sure if that's exactly what it's called, but I'm just familiar with the slit experiment, double slit experiment. So what they're saying is basically the particles, the electrons and neutrons are actually reacting to observation. So just by observing or consciously observing something, it will affect how it behaves. Just that alone. And that's like a known scientific experiment. And it also connects with string theory. It also connects with string theory because within string theory, they state that in order for something to exist, it must have a conscious observer.
Yeah, yeah. So I'm gonna have to look into that. What was it called? What was it? The thing you
string theory, and then you've got
no, not string theory. The other theory you mentioned, the double what?
The double slit experiment.
Double slit, dude. That sounds like Schrodinger's cat. I'm not gonna lie.
I think it might be. I've never heard it.
Look up Schrodinger's cat on your. I can't look it up right now, but tell me if that doesn't sound the same thing. TN.
Okay, I might look it up still. How'd you spell it?
SCHRONDIGRES. It's probably gonna show up. Are you Google searching it?
Yeah.
And it's gonna Schrodinger's cat.
Schrodinger's cat. Okay, I'm looking at it now. It says here it's the prevailing theory called the Kuyper-Hagen interpretation. It says that a quantum system remains in superposition until it interacts with or is observed by the external world. Yeah, it's the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. It says that the Kuyper-Hagen interpretation implies that the cat remains both alive and dead until the state has been observed. Yeah, so in order for something to be, it has to be observed. Hence why they can't say there is no God because or observer, because then that would go against that very theory. This is why when they mapped the telescope, I forgot the name of the telescope, they actually tried to map out the whole universe and they found out that it was flat. Like it's almost like as if there was a conscious observer looking down at it, as if you would look down at a chessboard or a map. That's how they said the universe appeared. The universe using that telescope. So even the most atheistic scientists will allude to some sort of conscious observer.
Yeah, is it single though, or is it multiple? Because when I think of conscious observer, I always think of the Sky Daddy, as Jedi likes to say a lot. Or is it multiples?
Well, I mean, they will leave up to
as in is God in everything, or is God solely single?
I don't know how they quantify that personally, because I don't see how you can be a scientist or atheist and come to that conclusion, because then it would make you kind of allude to other things. But I think what they would probably say is it's energy, or it's just it's the source. Or I don't know what they would say personally. They probably say we can't quantify that. We don't understand it yet. That's another thing they say for a lot of things that seem out of all the answers for that. We don't understand it yet. They will never conclude it's a God or a conscious being.
Right.
Well, you know. Yeah, those are some interesting theories, man. Like a quantum science is definitely the step forward. Things on the micro world. There's a world within the world.
Yeah.
You know, the cells.
Ant-Man and shit.
Yeah. Do you remember? Do you remember that? Do you remember that film, that cartoon quite long ago? I forgot what it's called. Where basically they did like a whole movie in someone's body, and the cells, white
In
blood
someone's
cells.
body?
Yeah, like white blood cells were police officers, and then like the blood cells were just like workers, and then like do you remember that
Oh,
film?
yeah. It's an animation, right?
It's an animation. I forgot what it's called, but they were
Yeah.
basically showing there's a world.
They had
and
they had a show about it back when I was in grade school. I forgot what it's called. It was Magic School Bus. Basically basically the same principle. It's a whole microscopic world. We're aware of it now. We study it all the time, but I mean, what's inside the?
Why does that sound familiar? Magic School Bus.
It was a cartoon.
Is that the name of it?
Well, I mean, that's the name of the cartoon, but I don't know if it's not the same thing. Well, it's along the same line, same topic, but different. I think you're talking about a movie.
You know what movie I'm talking about, though, right?
Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about. It's been a while, but yeah.
But that was
it's called Osmosis. It's called Osmosis, isn't it? I think it's called Osmosis. Something like that. If that rings a bell.
Osmosis Jones.
Yeah, Osmosis Jones, right? Yeah, it was a cop. He was a.
He was a black. Shit! You found it. Nice. Yeah. Oh, I remember this, man. Oh man, that film was so trippy, bro. Because it would pan in and out from the inside world into like the person just sitting there eating a burger or something, and like they'd say like every time like let's say like he cut his finger, like all the white blood cells inside the world, like in the body, would like they'll race all the way to the cut and they'd fight and arrest the bacteria, and it was so interesting how they made little things that we do as these big bodies into a whole film. You know what I mean? Like they made, and like when the person was sick, like the white blood cells were kind of quitting the jobs, or the white blood cells were trying to get strong. Like it was so deep, like it was so deep, man. That was such a good film. I'm gonna watch it again.
The human body can do wonders, man, if you really think about it.
They haven't even quantified the brain properly, man. They don't even know where the consciousness is. This is why I don't rate these science. They think, do you know what I mean? They don't even know half of this shit, man.
Yeah, they teach you. That's the first thing they teach you in psychology, is that the brain is, you just can't quantify it at the moment. I mean, they're trying to. They say we can live on our day-to-day routines just off of 10%, less than 10% of our brain usage. Yeah.
Bro, there's a little girl with half of her brain missing and she's living perfectly fine.
Yeah.
What is that all about?
That's crazy. It's like the kidney thing. We have two, and the same thing with our brain. We have the right and left hemisphere. I mean, I guess it makes sense why we're able to live off one.
Yeah, it's mad so.
No, I know they say that, yeah, but I don't believe that either. How can the left side control the right side and the right side control the left side? Like certain parts of the brain.
Symmetry. Perfect symmetry.
Oh, if you really want to look at it, it's actually in quadrants. You have the frontal lobe, the right and left hemisphere, and
the prefrontal cortex.
Yeah, so it's technically broken up into four.
What else? I was seeing something they were saying, if you look something through your right eye, you feel a certain way compared to when you look at something in your left eye. And I'm like, what the fuck?
You know what's interesting? Another interesting about the brain, they say that the human is the one that has a fully developed prefrontal cortex.
The what?
They say that this is the human mind or brain is the prefrontal cortex fully developed. So a portion in the frontal lobe, which is in charge of decision making, dreaming, planning for the future, and reflection. We are the only beings on this planet that have a fully formed prefrontal cortex, and it's fully activated. I think at the age of 25 and over, that's when it is fully activated. That's when they say the brain is. That's what they say.
Yeah, I think that's how they're able to. I'm dusty on this, so don't quote me, but I think that's how they're able to figure out how people are psychotic or sociopaths, if they have very little prefrontal
Cortex.
prefrontal lobe activity in their brain when they scan it, because their emotional IQ isn't high. They lack empathy and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's almost like an animal, right? Not to say that they're animals, but
yeah,
I'm sure if you were to analyze the behaviors of an animal, not to defame them because they're innocent, but you would see that they're missing the components that you would get if you had a prefrontal cortex. Like animals, for example, they don't dream for the future. They live in the moment. They're impulsive. You know what I mean? They rely on stimulation and impulsive behavior. They don't do things like that unexpectedly. Like, for example, show me an animal that fasts, that goes against their biological needs by choice. You know what I'm saying? You understand what I'm trying to say? Show me an animal that, I don't know, prays. You know what I mean? There's just certain things that we do, and that might be due to the prefrontal cortex, that just separates us.
You know what? I know
kingdom.
some animals that fast after they've been hurt. They stop eating.
Oh, you know what?
But is that
Actually,
impulsive?
you're right.
Is that impulsive?
Oh yeah, a bear hibernates in the winter. So technically,
no. But is hibernation an impulsive behavior? Is hibernation an impulsive or seemingly programmed behavior, or is it a behavior that's done but through choice? Because we can think it's this, but is it really a choice?
I would say that at some point it probably was, and then it became out of necessity because food became scarce during the winter time. So that in order to survive, they had to load it up before the winter time and eat as much food as they can so they could survive. So I would say it's a natural. I would say it's a natural progress.
Yeah, so it's a natural process that's impulsive. Right?
It's a natural process. What?
It's impulsive.
And I don't know if impulsive sounds like it's just oversimplification.
Like, for example, a bear is hungry.
I would say it was something. Go ahead.
Like, a bear is hungry. It sees a deer or it sees an elk. That hungerness, that urge to eat, it's moved by it. Show me an example where a bear says no and just doesn't do anything.
I'm pretty sure there's plenty of examples. I mean, if it just ate, it's not going to eat. It's only going to eat out of necessity.
No, I'm not saying eat for the sake of it. I'm saying, but when they have that urge or that impulse to do the biological thing that the body needs, I've never seen an example in nature when they defy or go against the program. It's impulse, like reproduce, eat, reproduce, eat, sleep, reproduce, eat. I mean, it's like they're just moving.
But yeah, that's very. I mean, Tien, that's really specific. You'd have to be somebody who actually studies this day to day to come up with an answer to that. I'm sure there's definitely an example of a bear seeing something that looks very delicious. The aroma's right. You can smell it in the air, but it's not going to hunt it down. That would probably be a situation where it's going against its instinct to eat. Because maybe it has priorities. Maybe its cubs are with it. If it leaves its cubs, they're vulnerable. So they can't hunt down that elk. I would say that's situational.
Prefrontal cortex, yeah? You know, you're talking about the prefrontal cortex and that it breeds psychopaths. Don't you think that there's the attack on the people to turn off the prefrontal,
to make us more like animals? Yep. No motivation, lack of aspiration. Because once you turn or hide, or you tamper with that, you start to become like an ape. And that's why they want us to be like apes.
That's why they've had experiments on creating the perfect soldier in the 50s and 60s. That's what technically the lobotomy. That's where the lobotomy technically comes from, to create the perfect soldier, someone who doesn't care about lives, killing innocent women and children.
Yeah, that shit has to be off in order for you to go.
That's what the Nazis were trying. That's what the Nazis were trying to do.
Yeah. Electrocuting the brain, damaging certain area components, or
Yeah, definitely. They try to breed psychopaths to breed the perfect soldier. But in the end, you're creating a monster, something without feeling. Come on now, that kind of person is a danger to society, not an asset.
I don't know if you guys agree, but I used to think there was a sort of a bloodlust that humans naturally have. I don't know. Do you agree or disagree?
I don't know about
Yeah.
naturally.
Yeah, okay, I get that as well. But do you know why I'm saying that? If you deep it, yeah, think about all the wars as a race we've gone through. Imagine how much bloodshed. Do you not think that epigenetically is carried on in some way?
Mm,
You know?
I don't know. Animals fight.
Maybe that's why we've got all these, serial killers, and you know what I mean? Do you think maybe that's that warrior gene that going around kid? You know what I mean?
No,
I don't know.
Serial killing something else. It's not a warrior.
Yeah, I think serial killing is still technically a new phenomenon.
So you don't think all of those wars are epigenetically carried over in any way? Even if it's aggression, maybe it's not killing, but maybe it's aggression, or you know what I mean? In some ways,
Yeah,
or violence.
But you're taking actions and then you're trying to moralize them. And that every animal species has war and violence.
Oh, you guys, I'm gonna duck out for a second. I got a call. 1 second.
Yeah, they all have war and violence and sex, just like we do.
I mean, look at the Colosseums, for example. That was entertainment. That was their Sky. That was their Sky TV. You know what I mean? Seeing people's heads licked off and.
Yeah, I hear you.
Like, what is that? What is that bloodlust? You know what I mean? What is that? Even now, we play games, we shoot each other's. You know what I mean? What is that bloodlust? You know what I mean? It's there somehow. It may not be intensified, or it may not be, in your face, like in reality, but it's there, and people, suffice it in many other ways.
Not everybody likes it.
That's true. But
not everybody plays that shit. Not everybody likes it. Not everyone agrees with it.
I'm not condoning or saying we should act it out, but I'm just saying, do you believe it's there, or do you think there's other reasons why there's those aggressions? Or...
I don't know. I'm trying to work it out, but I do know that aggression exists in most animals. Butterflies be fluttering past you, doing some real aggressive shit in the butterfly world. You get me? That shit just.
I thought those were kisses.
It's just fluttering past you, like, oh, look at the butterfly. But to another butterfly, you're like, rah, Debo's coming. Like, you get me? He does some shit.
Yeah.
Like, I've seen flies fight. Seen all sorts, man. Do you know what I mean? I've seen geese going at it, dogs going at it, pigeons rocking. You know what I mean? Mice fight, like animals fight, man. I watch wildlife and that, The bees go and attack the fucking, the ants, and some shit happens and they're scuffing it out, stinging and biting and ripping. Yeah, man, that's normal. No? Ain't that just a part of life?
That's what you're saying. But like even like the tribal wars, obviously I know there's certain races or peoples that have done more bloodshed than others, so maybe they have more of that bloodlust than other people.
The red squirrels wiped out the grey squirrel, or the grey squirrels wiped out the red squirrel, should I say? In England, you get me? That's genocide, man. They're brothers. They should be teaming up.
But what induces that behavior? Is it epigenetics?
Epigenetics, because epigenetics. It's life.
I'm obsessed with that thing.
Yeah, it's life, man.
So I'm not even talking about recent, bro. Like all of those wars. You don't think that has any effect on us today, like mentally and biologically?
So that again?
All of that bloodshed, like not even like to count the recent World War, but just wars in general from the beginning of time. Do you not think that has some sort of genetic effect on us? in any way to make us want to continue on
You're
or be
pushing
prepared
it.
for another one?
You're pushing that. I don't know, man. Well, it's possible. Like more. I think more interesting is like who pushes the war and what effect does the war have on like society? Not like, oh, does it leave us a permanent scar on the human DNA and it's carried on into? No, I think it's carried on because the policies are carried on, the laws are carried on, the systems that are set up are perpetuated, and obviously these systems that are set up over living beings condition them and engineer them to be a certain way. It's like agriculture. It's like agriculture.
Do you think we're that do you think that we're that malleable?
Of course we're malleable. Yeah, of course we are.
So then, where are our natural impulses then?
Pardon?
Avoid from the malleability. Where are our natural impulses then? You know what I mean? Because not everything is due to the programming. I'm sure there's natural things within us that are passed down besides DNA, behaviors. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but you're just jumping from thing to thing. You ask me, are humans malleable? Is the human mind malleable? And I'm like, yeah, of course it is. Once you know how to program it, once you know how it works, of course it is. Then you're jumping onto something else. I don't know what you're saying now.
I'm just trying to find a correlation.
Yeah, trying to force one.
But there has to be some effect, man. There has to be some effect.
Genetics.
I get what you're saying.
Yeah. Maybe
it could be purely environmental.
Your food has got more, you get me, effect on your genetics and the frequencies and shit they're putting out there.
I mean, maybe you're right. It could be purely environmental and what we ingest, but I don't know, man. I mean, on a biological,
it can't just be one thing. There's everything counts towards the equation. Do you know what I mean? You got to factor everything, every single part of the equation. It still results to the same result.
Like even on an adaptation level, all of the Black Deaths, all of the sicknesses, does that not make us more immune? Like the body naturally for the next offspring, does it not add something to make them be? Because obviously the will to live is there within every cell. So then would it not improve to that condition in the same way, or the bloodshed or the wars would then make the human, I don't know, aggressive or more, able to win a war? Do you know what I'm trying to say? Like the simple law of adaptation, adapting to environment, would that not then correlate to epigenetics and so on and so on? Epigenetics. I don't know. Maybe I'm just brainstorming. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, you're forcing it. But I hear you. But like, I don't know. Like when you was talking about the frontal lobe and that it's been proven that they're not developing. The part that deals with empathy is not developing on this new generation. So what we're finding is people that have less of a capacity to empathize with others. Is that effect being created through wars and stuff like that? I don't think so. I would say it's more around the technology and the food and the chemicals in the water and stuff like that that is helping to change what we are, rather than coming from wars and stuff like that. Do you know what I mean? Like they're actively like doing experiments on us, spraying the air with stuff, putting stuff on our food, putting stuff in our water, letting off certain frequencies around us. These type of things.
Soya in the bread.
Yeah, these type of things will have a long-term effect on your stock. Yeah, like if it was a bag of pit bulls, and you had them and you took them in a certain condition, and you kept breeding them, altering their food and altering their environment and doing bits and bobs like that. Yeah, you probably be able to, affect.
That's a good point.
The pack. Eventually, they'd be like a different.
That's a very good point.
So that's what I think. That's mainly what's going on. So yeah, and I don't know. Maybe you find a way to breed or reward the more aggressive ones. You just round them up and get them to work for you. Aggressive people will come to the front when you make the call anyway. When I say aggressive, I mean the ones most willing to murder.
But
And
see,
those,
using that people,
you go and train them up. You train them up. You get me? You discover their own potential that they might not have been able to unlock through the process of the training. You get me? Some people are more attuned to being trained, more attuned to being brainwashed than others. Some people, you know what I mean? Yes.
I don't mean, but using that pitbull example though, do you not think so? You the environmental, giving them all the conditions to make them who they are. I get that point, and it's effective. We see that today. But then on the other hand, do you not think in the same scenario, but instead of giving them the environmental conditions, you just make one that wins, he breeds, you make them fight, the one that wins, he breeds. So it's constant aggression, constant violence. Do you not think the offspring of the victor will inherit that violence or that aggression?
I don't know. Maybe that's an option though. That's a point in history that this works. So let's do this. I mean, or if that family, that victor, is actually been led to victory by someone more powerful than them, then I would suspect that should the people that are more powerful than the victors choose them to go into another fight, they probably would. You know what I mean? So it's like those that are in control of the country are not necessarily in control of themselves. And if they're not in control of themselves, the people that are in control of them are actually the ones that are in control of the country.
That's powerful. It's like the Russian doll.
So basically, there's an agenda at the back of this, isn't it? Where war is profitable for somebody. I mean, so even the losers who are going to be like, war is not a good idea, even who should be like, war is not a good idea because we lose at it, they're going to be pushed into war too by the same people that pushed the victors into war. And at some point, the victors will be the losers, and the losers will be the victors. But on both days, on both occasions, a certain group of people are winning because they're in control of all of that pantomime. It happens within on their chessboard, so to speak. That game takes place on their chessboard that everyone's so enthralled in and so in love with and has so much ideas and knows so much history about. You know?
Well, I mean, just we inherit kindness, compassion, love, empathy. Could there not be the inheritance of evil?
Inheritance. What do you inherit love, compassion, what?
Was it? Or was it taught? Or was it native?
Well,
I feel like it's inherited in some way.
You inherit compassion.
I mean, is someone naturally born with compassion?
But ain't that what you mean by inherited, though?
Yeah. I need a break.
What the fuck is
Let me chill.
You did a lot, Zulu, man. Yo, Mills is doing 100 hand slap to sleep. Hey, see that picture of Mills' hand?
Wasn't he talking like 10 minutes ago? Damn, that quick.
He wakes up early, so to go work on that. 120. I know he's my son.
I'm so gassed. I made 250,000 on GTA.
I know that's what he's running for, isn't it? Running for GTA probably. He's asking to master Satanists where to procreate in Oz's magic circle pentagram. Would the kid turn out wrong? Guaranteed. Nah. Won't turn
That's
out
a good
wrong.
question, though. I never thought about that. Do the kids of the Satanists or the Illuminati or whatever, or whoever it is, that same mentality? It seems that way because
Not necessarily.
I don't see any of them going. I don't see any of them going against their parents.
Yeah, but if you think that's right, then you think that that's right.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. You don't know how easy it is to go against something as well. You feel like when you throw the words going against, it sounds so easy.
Rebel, I should say.
Yeah, it sounds so easy. But it's probably the most difficult thing to do when you're in there and born into that. To turn on that is could be unthinkable.
So then it's just all programming, it's all conditioning and perspective, I guess.
That's it.
That's interesting then. I think maybe I was forcing the epigenetics too much then, because there are examples where people have defied their inheritance or defied what is expected, if that makes any sense. Like, if you think of the smartest people in the world, their parents probably were dumb. You know what I mean? So maybe it isn't all about inheritance. Maybe it's all about the environmental programming that molds the human. You know what I mean? Maybe the inheritance is just the form. It's just the DNA, the 50-50. It's just the way they look. Or even maybe the biological, the deficiencies or perks.
Exactly, it could be one of two. The way I look at it is like a race, and some people get a head start, some people fall behind. Do you know what I mean? But still, that it's a marathon. It's not a sprint. So basically, you can always.
That's a nice one.
What might be?
Think about that.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yo.
Hello.
Yeah, you're very low, man.
Hello. I'm very low. Let me fix my mic.
No, you're good. You're good. I just turned it down. You're good.
Oh, you can hear me, yeah?
Yeah.
How you doing? Assalamu alaikum.
Shalom, man. What's poppin'?
Blessings. How's the family doing?
Everyone's good, man. Everyone's good. You sound like you got the foreign mic on right now. Where are you?
Yeah, man, I've been trying to get on for a long time. There's like all these restrictions in the Middle East, like firewalls and restrictions, VPNs and all that. You can hear me though, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Good times, man.
It's
good to be chatting to you guys. I've been listening to you guys for a long time. You know, Jedi, man, I've been trying to get on GTA.
I see you, man.
And it's been difficult, bro, man. It's been difficult.
Yeah, the internet. Well, you're not coming to London no time soon.
A couple of months, brother. A couple of months.
Okay.
Is it because of the coronavirus?
Should I come London though? Maybe you guys should come out here.
Where are you?
Qatar.
Wow. I don't know, man. Yeah. Qatar sounds nice though. I know. Zulu always wanted to go to Qatar.
Me?
Where is Zulu? Where are you?
I want to go to Ethiopia, bro, or Scandinavia. That's my two places at the moment.
It's pretty big, like, you know what I mean? Young. Go for a pretty penny, man.
Yeah, I've been hearing Zulu. I've been liking the energy of his youth.
Yeah, man.
I ain't gonna going to the Middle East would be nice. I definitely want to go to my homeland,
Why not, man?
Yeah, would be
the
nice
Middle
to
East is probably
ancestors.
The Horn of Africa, East Africa, is.
I'm talking about Iraq. I'm talking about the whole. I'm talking about the whole thing. That's my homeland.
Where you at? Where you at?
I'm in the UK right now. Unfortunately,
Are you in
I'm in
UK?
bondage.
I thought you were in somewhere. I thought you were in somewhere more exotic. UK.
My second homeland is Zimbabwe.
Oh, nice. What's going on there now?
It's a mess. It's an absolute joke. I don't want to talk about the country. It's an absolute joke. I'm ashamed.
Yeah, but what's his name? Mugabe died, right? So what's going on now? Who's taking over?
Well, it's just going to be the It's going to be the establishment next. You know what I mean? It's just going to be a whole LGBT country now. They already did that with. They already did that with South Africa. All the boys came. You know, foreign policies, and it's just absolute garbage. Absolute garbage.
What happened to Africa, man? What happened? We got to take it back.
People. What happened to the people of Africa, more or less?
No, they're still there, man. They're still doing their thing, man. They're still struggling as they have been since the beginning of time, man.
Oh, what could it?
Since the beginning of time. Whoa.
They're still doing their thing, still struggling.
Absolutely, man. Nothing's changed.
It's funny how he said that so nonchalant, like.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
No, they're the struggling.
Have you been to Africa?
Man said, "What happened to Africa?"
I've been 3 times. I was born there. I was African, so.
But especially if you're brought up in the UK and you go back to Africa, you will know what I mean. There's a shared.
I mean, people are still happy. You know what I mean? Even in the poor conditions. Ironic. The funny thing about it, they're still happy. They still smile. They're happy. You know what I mean?
We can ever be, man. With our PlayStations, with our cars, with our iPhones, man. When I go back I'm from Morocco. When I go back to the village, these kids, no PlayStations, you know, no, like they don't even know what hope is because they don't need hope. They're just living life organically. They're still happy, man. The happiest people I've ever seen. If you've been to Africa, you will know what I mean, man.
I've been to Africa, bro. I've been 3 times. I know what you're talking about still.
Zimbabwe.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice, man.
I don't think I'm gonna go. Besides seeing family, I don't think there's any other reason to go back. It's an absolute joke.
Nah, man. I think I'm gonna retire. I think I'm gonna retire in Africa, man. I'm in the.
Why not the Middle East?
Nah, I'm in the richest place on earth. Like in terms of GDP, like.
Are you sure?
No, yeah, it's.
What about the Vatican? I thought they were the richest.
Are they? I've actually been to the Vatican. I've actually been to the Vatican, and it was the most non-religious experience of my life. I thought, you know what? I thought I was going to get connected with the Christian Jesus, and man, it was like
that's the last thing you're going to see there, bro.
Man, they was like shepherding us through the halls, and the art was beautiful and this and that, but it was a museum. It was not a religious experience.
Did you see people in like robes and red robes and all sorts of weird looking?
I didn't see none of those. I got to the final, you know, the room with I think it was Da Vinci paintings, was it? Yeah. And it was like security, and I took my camera out, and I was like surrounded by like 6 security guards. I was like, what the fuck? It wasn't religious. It wasn't religious.
Yeah, I'll be scared to go to them kind of places because I'll be making notes of symbols, and they'll probably catch me out and try and throw me into a cell or something.
It was the Da Vinci Code. It was a Da Vinci Code in real life. It didn't seem real. Like it was like a castle. I mean, it was like a fortress. One minute I'm in Italy, the next minute I'm in the Vatican. It was like, I didn't feel Jesus there. That's what I'm saying.
Well, if you go to the what if you go to the Pope's seat? They call it Lucifer's seat. I wonder why.
Who's they? Who's they that calls it Lucifer's seat?
Well, in Latin, that's what the translation is. I should say that instead.
Prove it. Back that up.
And I can also prove that he's got 666 written on his hat as well in Latin. and can prove all of it. I actually think he's the
Yeah, man. You
Antichrist.
just,
But
you just have to look at the guys' faces, man. These are the head of this is the head of what your religion. It's bullshit.
who's the head of the what? What?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
I don't know
Like,
about that, bro.
These guys.
I don't follow.
You know when they pick the Pope, and there's all these candidates. It's just another election, isn't it?
Mm.
I'm saying, like, really? Come on. Nah.
So where else have you been in the world besides the Vatican?
Luckily, being like, I feel like I'm in the middle of the world, right? So I've got Asia on the right, I've got Africa on the left, Europe on the left. I've been around, man. I've been blessed. I've been around. I've traveled around. And, you know, I can put on the spectrum of experience, I got Vegas on the left. I got, Africa on the right. Yeah, man, I've been around, bro.
Have you been to Egypt?
Nah, I've not.
Why not?
Because I know too many Egyptians to go to Egypt, to be honest. I would love to go to the pyramids.
I want to go there as well.
No, I would love to go to the pyramids.
It's another home of mine, you know.
What do you mean?
It's another home. It's another home of mine I want to visit. Yeah.
Well, the pyramids?
I've got many homes. Many homes.
But why is the pyramid your home?
No, not the pyramid in general. I mean like the whole country, innit? Egypt, innit?
I don't know, man. I think if you go, it's gonna let you down.
It's gonna be very nostalgic, I can imagine.
Yeah. What are you Christian or you're Israelite, right? Are you an Israelite?
No.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello. So what other countries have you been to then? Yeah.
Thailand.
You went to Why did you go to Thailand?
I went to Thailand with like it was
That's
like
what I was thinking as well.
What was you thinking?
No.
What you were thinking? I was thinking what you was thinking.
No, I was thinking, why was you asking him like that? So I was saying, I had no idea what you were talking about.
Okay.
Anyway,
continue. Sorry, continue. Yeah, continue. Sorry.
So like, I was with like we went in a big group. There was a big group. We got like a big villa, fat villa, and it was like literally 15 of us. And when we went, I had a friend that organized it, and she had friends from the States, friends from the UK. So like it was like different people we've never met. We just come for like 2 weeks. We never met each other, and it was nice, man. It was nice. Thailand's cool. If you're not going for the cheesiness and the tourism shit, like we went into the jungle and shit. It was nice, man.
I'm afraid to go to any Asian country and eat there. Personally,
that's food, man. What are you talking about?
If I went there, I think I would be vegetarian. Yeah.
Well,
if I went, yeah.
The best thing in Thailand for me was the seafood.
Oh, it's probably prawns and all that garbage in it.
Of seafood, like in the UK, you're restricted to the northern seas. So you got your cod, your haddock, and all that shit. In the Middle East, we're restricted to the fish that's around us. But in Thailand, it was like different shapes, different colors. It was nice, man. It was nice.
Yeah, I don't yum everything. You know, that's what's causing this coronavirus. People yumming everything. That's the problem. People need to stop yumming everything.
Yeah, I hear
everything that moves.
Yeah, when it comes to like bats and shit like that, of course.
I mean, I see a bat the same way I see an octopus or squid or pig. They're all disgusting to me. I don't see why anyone would consume that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but a fish and a pig, it's a different Like you can. There's
Well,
a
I mean,
contrast.
if you look at a lobster, if you look at the class of a pig and the class of a lobster, it's a scavenger type animal. It scavenges. It's a natural hoover. It cleans fecal matter and the garbage of the earth. Why would you consume something that cleans the earth?
Well,
a
even
lobster
fish
eats
in the
fecal
sea,
matter in. Pardon?
like fish in the sea.
Oh, fishes
It's not
in
really the
particular.
same. Yeah,
Shellfish.
but it's not the same thing. It's not the same thing. You got it's like salt water. You know, I mean, it's not
No, there's
shit on the ground.
there's fecal matter in the ocean, and the reason why you may not see is because they're cleaning it up. Just like how you don't see much shit lying around on the floor if you're anywhere near pigs because the pigs would have eaten it already. It's a scavenger type animal. They were made to clean the earth. That's just how it is. And people are getting sick because they're eating animals that they shouldn't be eating. But it is what it is. It is what it is.
I don't think you can relate the sea animals to land animals. It's a different environment. It's a different decomposition of matter.
So
right?
the sea doesn't have natural scavengers? No? Doesn't need to be cleansed? No?
Yeah, but what are they scavenging?
Decaying bodies, fecal matter, microorganisms. I love saying that.
Fecal matter. Feels so grown up.
It's not. Yeah, you know when you have all complicated words in your belt, it just kind of feels nice when you can just throw them out. Like, you know what I mean?
It's not complicated.
Well,
it's not complicated, but I don't know.
You're vegetarian.
No, I'm not vegetarian. I'm not vegetarian. No, vegetarian.
So what are you talking about?
No, I'm not vegetarian.
But you don't eat the swine.
I keep the kosher laws. I'm not vegetarian, if anything. But a vegetarian diet is the best diet, and it's the diet I would recommend and I would choose personally. But I keep the kosher laws.
Okay.
In terms of abstinence and stuff like that.
In my experience,
you got to remember as well, yeah. In the fish inside the water, they're eating plastic. They're eating all this shit.
Yeah, that's true.
Of someone stripping out the guts of a fish, and then all the inside was just plastic bit, all in the stomach.
It's disgusting. Yeah, it's putting me off from eating fish now as well. I'm eventually going to be vegetarian permanently, but I'm just doing a little experiments, trying a week or two, going back, seeing how it feels. And every time I've done it, I've had perfect results. So I think that's my permanent, setting for the future. But just gonna eat a few meat,
Makes it feel good. It's all about balance, isn't it? It's all about balance, man. At the end of the day, even vegetables, what are you eating organically, or are you eating pesticide-ridden vegetables? You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true.
Have you? When you go, this is the thing. When I'm saying about when you're traveling and you go to Morocco, or when you go into any village in any place, the vegetable looks different to what you're used to, right? It's not like a perfectly round red tomato. It's like a big, bulging orange tomato, but it tastes good and it feels good, right? You can't say, "Oh, I'm a vegetarian. I'm a vegetarian. I'm going to go to Sainsbury's and pick my vegetables to eat for dinner." Like, well, what are you eating?
Eating a vegetable from Sainsbury's is better than eating a processed sausage from a butcher.
Well, no,
you know what I mean. I'm not saying the vegetable is any like perfect, but it's better than It's better at least, if anything.
Yeah, but I would argue that if my dad made you a sausage from the meat that. All right.
Fuck's sake.
My dad, man. My dad.
Leave me out of this, bro. Leave me out, bro. Leave me out.
If it's meat that you slaughter and you're putting different cuts of that meat into a sausage, in comparison to a sausage that you get in Sainsbury's, it's two very different things.
Bro, do you know what they put in a sausage to even make it?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
There's a chemical in that sausage that's been scientifically proven to cause prostate cancer.
Yeah, but what sausage are you talking about?
So any form of modified meat to be formed meat, it's got an agent that causes prostate cancer. This is why prostate meat is on the top of cancer causes.
Yeah, but why?
Because that's the component that they use happens to be the best component for gelling meat and forming it into nuggets, sausages,
commercial sausage,
burgers.
Commercial burger. I made kufta today.
What's that?
Is it Mills?
Yo.
Yeah, Mills knows what I'm talking about when you're having real.
Is that Sukuk?
Sukuk, yes, man.
What talking about? Sukuk.
Why are we talking about meat? We have to sexualize it now. Yeah, come on.
But why is it named? Furthermore, why is it named Sukuk? Is that not a bit?
Go back to Zimbabwe. Go back to Zimbabwe in the countryside and tell me about the chemicals they're putting in their sausages.
Do they even eat sausages, bro? Because when I went to Zimbabwe, I couldn't even find it.
Meat.
The sausages that I was in the stores was the ones that were being imported. You get me? So
yeah, you're right. Why are we even talking about sausages? It's not even about sausages. It's just meat, isn't it?
Wow.
Yeah.
I'll come back and you know about sausage. You know, giggling over Sukuk.
He was talking about his dad giving me a sausage, fam. I just said, nah, I did that.
Wow.
I was like, yeah, like my dad gave you a sausage.
Yeah,
bro.
If you tasted my dad's sausages, man, you would never be vegetarian ever again, man. Trust me. I'm talking about real meat. I'm talking about real fucking meat, man. Where you see the meat alive 1 minute, the next minute it's like
stop.
Next subject.
Nah.
Jenna, what happened to your stream yesterday?
What stream?
Your stream with the book, the 49 powers of power.
The what?
48
Your stream yesterday. Yeah, your stream like cut off, like it just cut off all of a sudden.
Did it?
Yeah, man. You didn't know?
No, I don't think it did. Still,
it cut off. Maybe for me, man.
Yeah, it went all the way to the end. Did you go back and look at it again?
Yeah, it cut off.
You look back on it, and it just ends without me saying bye or no.
Yeah.
Okay, safe. I'll investigate.
Because that was interesting.
No one else said that though.
Yeah, it just cut off. What are your boys saying anyway? 2020.
I was on the stream, man. Everything was blessed. That was actually a good one. I like that one.
Yeah, man, it was good.
It was good for me as well. That's why I got you on the book. I've been reading the book myself as well. That's why I got you as well. So it was good for me to watch it and see other people's point of views on it.
Okay.
It was a very selfish book. It reminds me. No, it is. It's a very selfish book. It reminds me of a couple of people I know out here. Young guys, successful, got money, aggressive, and it just like
manipulative.
Yeah, totally, man. Totally.
Maybe that's what you have to do in order to be successful, though, isn't it?
But what is successful, man?
Maybe
because
take what you want.
Let me tell you something. Most of these guys that I know out here, they got money, they got cars, they got houses here and there, but like the happiness, I feel like sometimes they're looking at me like with a little bit of envy, because I don't have a Ferrari, I don't have a Bentley, I don't have a villa and shit like that. But these guys are still looking, they're still like giving me the eye kind of thing. And I'm like, what is successful? It's a kind of realization that you come across in life when you're mixed with these people. Man, shit, like I feel like I'm blessed. I got a good family, strong unit. I got my friends that I grew up with. We're still in touch. This is power. This is happiness. You know what I mean?
Depends how you think about it, man. Doesn't have to always be about selfish.
Nah,
Not just that you're telling everyone to be selfish, but you're being as selfish as you're being selfless. Do you know what I mean? There's no shit being taken. There's no in between.
Yeah, but there's a big difference between being selfish and selfless. There's a huge difference. There's a big gap in the middle. There really is, man. There really is.
Can you be one without being the other, though?
I mean, it is. That's the thing. It depends what you want. If you're chasing the pretense of that happiness, what I've seen and experienced is that you will never get to that goal in terms of that anticipation in your mind, right? Like as I said, I'm in Qatar, right? It's like literally the richest country in terms of GDP. Like these guys, like literally, they have no clue about anything else apart from what most people strive for. And they're still striving. They're still struggling and searching. But when I go to Morocco and I go to my mum's village out in the sticks, they're not even striving for that shit. Like that happiness it's like a vegetable, man. It's organic. Do you know what I mean? It's weird, man.
It's mad. So you're telling me Qatar is becoming a city now?
Man, yeah, it is. Man, like people don't even know what this place is. You'll see in the World Cup in a few years' time. You will see what Qatar is. People think we're in a desert. I'm
Is it
like
just Dubai 2.0?
Huh?
Is it just like Dubai, just another version?
Dubai is a bit more glamorous.
Okay.
Right? Like Dubai is beautiful, man. Like literally.
Have you
English people out here.
Have you ever been in a snowstorm?
Yeah, of course.
What is that like?
It's crazy. Yeah, it's crazy, man. Like you see like a big cloud of dust coming your way. It's not nice. It's shit. Like it's shit.
Does it get in your
Have
eyes?
you ever got stuck in one?
I've been in one when I've been driving and like we like you can't see shit. Like you put your lights on during the day and it doesn't happen often.
Goodness gracious.
It's like during the transition of seasons. So when it's like summer to kind of autumn and then spring to summer, that's when we have our storms. It's crazy, man. It's like a different way of life. Coming from the UK, oh shit, it's raining, you know? And we get the umbrella but out here it's a bit different. Like the summer is fucked up, man. Summer is fucked up. 50 degrees.
Does it get in your eyes?
Yeah. Well, if it's a dust storm, then yeah. I mean, you can't breathe that shit. You stay indoors.
Really?
Yeah, man.
What happens if you went outside and started breathing it?
You probably get ill, bro. You probably get ill. Because with dust and wind is bacteria and coronavirus and all that shit. So
I always thought your lungs would fill up with sand because it's a sandstorm.
Yeah, man. But like honestly, I need to make a video. I'm gonna make a video. Like out here, it's a different life, man. It's a different life. I've been here like almost 10 years. And even now, I'm trying to tell my UK friends that it's not an Arabia desert, you know, like tents and sand and shit. Like I'm living in an apartment now. I've got a swimming pool on the rooftop. I got a swimming pool on the ground floor. Like it's a life of luxury. And even if you want to go out to the clubs and bars and shit like that, it's in the 5-star hotels, like legally. That's how they emit social scene. It's a different life. Different life.
And can you drink alcohol?
Man. Of course. It's expensive.
I thought it was illegal because of the Sharia.
Yeah. No.
So you can drink alcohol. Yeah.
So Qatar is the population is about, I don't know what it is now, man, maybe 2.5 million. And the Qataris is about 350,000. Right? The majority of the population is mainly Nepalese, Indians is the #1 population in Qatar, right? There's about 500,000. Then you got the Nepalese, then you got the Filipinos, and then you've got, you know, in terms of Brits here, you've got about 30,000 Brits. You've got Americans. America have the biggest base here. So some of my friends are in the base. They're Americans in the base. It's weird, man. It's a different. It's like a different planet. Literally, if you were to fly out of Earth and arrive in Qatar, you'd feel like you're in a different place.
Oh.
But it's nice. It's nice. It's good. There's opportunity
All I know
here.
about Qatar is Qatar Airways.
Yeah, man. Qatar Airways, they're running things. They're running things.
It's got sponsored by Arsenal or something like that, isn't it? Or Arsenal sponsored.
No, Qatar Airways is Paris Saint-Germain, I think, because they own Paris Saint-Germain.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Yeah, they got money here, man. It's ridiculous. But they're not happy, man. They're not happy.
Why?
Because what is happiness? As I said before, you know, a lot of people in the UK, they're striving for success and money and this and that. Man, I've seen it, man. Honestly, I've been to some crazy situations and I've seen it. Money might make the world go around. Huh?
Is my happiness not subjective to the person? So what you might have saw and you might have thought, oh no, he thinks he's happy, but he's not. But to him, he might think he's happy.
Nah,
Yo. Yeah, what we saying? What we talking about now?
Why are Arabs so rich?
Why are Arabs so rich?
Yeah, but most Arabs are not rich.
So you're telling me out of them 335 Qataris, they're not rich? You're telling me the government ain't giving them dough?
Yeah, but bro, 350,000 Qataris, that's like North London, bro. That's not even North London. That's like Camden Town, Finsbury Park, Muswell Hill, and a few other areas. That's 300,000. It's nothing. It's nothing.
So I'm trying to say, how can they not be rich? You just strengthening my claim.
Most of them
it's a oil-run country, right?
Yeah.
So you're telling me like Gaddafi was giving everyone free yards and free money? The Qataris aren't getting free money.
No, they get free shit as well. Actually, the Qataris are looked after. They have a social welfare system where when you get married, they'll give you a plot of land. They'll give you a loan. They look after them. But it's easy. It's easy when you've got endless amount of gas and a bit of oil to look after your people.
So it's the oil.
The gas. In Qatar, it's the gas. In Saudi, it's the oil. Abu Dhabi, it's the oil.
I'm getting hungry now. Listen to the.
So you
I know,
finished
man.
that?
I'm hearing that as well.
What are you hearing?
Yeah, I'm getting
You're
hungry
munching.
now.
1 minute.
I was gonna whip up some dinner, but it's too late now. Do you know when you got people in the kitchen and you don't want to walk in and cook? You just want to be alone in the kitchen when you're cooking. So you wait for them to leave and you end up waiting until 1 o'clock. Fucking.
Well, then just walk in there. Why being anti?
Fam, I don't want to be weirdos, man. I want to say that, bro. I like when I'm cooking. I like my own. You know what I mean. Like when you cook, you just want your own space. You don't want to be saying "excuse me."
Yeah, man.
And
I feel that.
You know, it's,
I'm a
what I mean?
cooker as well, man. I'm a cooker
And
as
then
well. My
people be
wife's all up on my shoulder. I'm like, yo,
staring
step back.
They'll be staring at your pot, and you don't know if you can leave it there. It's like, it's my weird, man. You know what I mean?
You cook as well, Zulu, yeah?
Yeah.
How old are you? You're a young boy, innit?
I'm 20.
Fuck's sake.
20.
I'm turning 21 this year. The big 21.
Are you at uni?
Yeah.
What are you studying?
Digital media.
Perfect. That's a good direction. Digital marketing.
I used to do computer science, but it was too tough. The mathematics was drilling me.
No, it's a good thing, man. The power of digital media right now is crazy. When you can send a message to a particular audience and influence that audience, it's powerful. That's power right now. That's how they win elections.
Yeah.
There's a lot of dumb people out there, bro.
I think I'm gonna specialize in virtual reality, in augmented reality. I think that's what I'm gonna specialize in.
Striking vipers.
well, I mean, not that type of game, bro. I mean, you know,
Yeah,
what I mean? Maybe like,
what are you saying, Zulu? You're saying that our future is based on virtual reality, right? So we escape reality.
I think. Yeah,
like
VR and AR.
I know I've been trying to get on the GTA, but my firewalls and shit, and I've figured that out now. GTA, you got an augmented reality, right? So you're someone.
No,
and you're in
GTA isn't augmented reality. Or an augmented
maybe not.
AR or augmented reality would, for example, would be a Google eyeglass. Have you seen those, or Microsoft eyeglass?
Yeah.
Where you are able to put the game in your world rather than you going
the future.
Yeah. So either way, really is the future. I would say more or less VR because it's less custom.
Isn't that the Antichrist though?
What?
When you're stepping away from reality to create your own reality, it's an escape, isn't it?
I mean, everything is an escape. The device you're using now is an escape. The only difference is you're not in. You're viewing a screen and you're wearing earphones or you're listening audibly to the voice coming out.
We're still restricted to being ourselves. You can't be someone else right now. You have to be yourself, right? I can hear your voice.
That's a massive technology like VR can help people in many ways. For example,
no, Ashley, jump on. I never saw you in the back, bro. Why didn't you write it? Jump in, Ashley. Sorry. Yeah, carry on, Zulu.
For example, surgeons can practice operating on patients using virtual reality if it was immersive enough. For example, detail like the feeling of the breeze, the air, the sensation of touching the surgical instruments, the noise, the smell, everything. If we were to get that to be as accurate as possible, which is what I'm planning on working into, then so many simulations or so many things we could practice, you know, it would help us when we actually implement it in real life. So it is actually beneficial in a lot of areas to have virtual reality. But I understand what you're saying about, you know, being other things, but you know.
Yeah, no, well, it depends on how you commercialize it, right? And it's based on demand of the people. And if you augmented reality based on medicinal purposes for surgeons, right? You know, you do training for surgeons, training for this and that, like pilots and this and that. But the demand now is based on people escaping reality, like GTA, like Fortnite. It's going to become something else. It's going to become a selfish direction rather than a selfless direction, right? Because where's the money? You have to follow where the money is. And if you can create a world for someone that may not be happy in reality, but they might be happy in virtual reality. So you got all these like sex robots and shit like that. It's dangerous. It's a thin line. It's a thin line. And there's always people to create shit based on demand. So yeah, I hear what you're saying, and I respect that, man. Keep on, you know, going in that direction and making, you know, solutions for the better.
It's either I do that or I make films and documentaries. But I'm just trying to, you know, do something revolutionary because I think those films and those documentaries can get, you know, cancelled, and I don't know, and maybe the ideas I want to put out there aren't really what people want to see anyway. So, you know what I mean?
No, keep hold of your dreams, bro. Like when I studied multimedia technology, and I was at university in 2002. So the iPod and the iPhone wasn't even out. So what we were designing in those days, we were looking into the future of what the iPhone and the iPods are now. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But what has it become now?
What do you do now, YB?
Mainly digital marketing, man. So I do a lot of social media stuff, advertising. My background was recruitment. So I came to Qatar. I was doing a lot of recruitment, finding people jobs. Not finding people jobs. I was actually finding people for companies. And then it transitioned to digital marketing now, which is what you're doing, by the way, Jedi, right now. You know, you're online. Mm-hmm. And I respect what you're doing, Jedi, man. Like, keep at it. Keep at it, man. You will find the solution to your goals, man. You will.
Big up, man. Big up.
You will, man.
It.
Keep it real, man. Keep it real. That's all it is.
Yeah, man. We real, man. We real over here. Council of Nasir is bigging you up.
All right, Council Nasir needs to get on the mic, man.
He said he was coming today. Said he was jumping on today still. Well,
needs to get on. I've got an idea that that crossed my mind before, Jedi. Okay, and I know you're trying different things.
Yeah.
You're looking at like really, I respect what you're doing, man, because in the mess that is the online world right now, you have all these channels, and you have, you know, it's based on the amount of viewers and subscribers, but it's bullshit. Like, it's like EastEnders with shit actors. But you're keeping it real, man, and I can feel your struggle inside in terms of trying to do something for the better and trying to get you to places. You know, so I've got an idea that I want to run by you, because I think now you're at a stage where you're coming up with different concepts and you're asking these deep questions, and you know, and I think the next stage for you now is collaboration. Like anything in the digital age right now, you reach a stage where even if you're a software, you've developed a software for a certain solution, the way that you scale up is when you collaborate. So you've got like APIs where you can where you've got a software where you can get other softwares to collaborate with your software, and all of a sudden become something else. So,
open source.
Yeah, exactly. So for you, man, like sometimes when I'm on your watching your shows, I'm like, shit, you got like 200 people watching, 300 people watching, and I'm like, shit, you got 300 people paying attention to what you're saying. Like, why don't we find out what those 300 people do? Some are accountants, some are graphic designers, some are marketing, some are just plain hustlers. Imagine if you can collaborate that group of people at that, at that stage of time to create something. Like, seriously, you don't know how, you actually don't know how much power you have. Where you can have it, you can host a show, like do a show once a week, call it Business and Trill, right? And everyone that's in the chat exposes their talents or their skills, right? Everyone's got a skill. Most people are working. Let's do something. Like, because at the end of the day, in terms of work, what is work? Work is not your salary. Work is your time. So if you've got a graphic designer, you've got someone that knows social media and how to advertise on Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, or whatever it is. You've got the mathematical guys. You've got the creative guy. Like you can literally over time create. You can follow the trends of business. What's in fashion now? Can we sell something? Has someone got access to a product that might be in demand? All right, so there's someone in the chat that might have something. Someone was, I think Khan was talking about mangoes the other day. I'm like, well, no, seriously, like, because I'm in the digital media space now, and I know how powerful it is. Literally, I can create something, I can put it out to a specific audience, and they will buy. So now I'm consulting for like real estate agents.
I need to talk to you. I don't know where the money is in the field. Like, I'm just thinking VR and AR, but I don't really know much about. You know what I mean? I'm just trying to pick something. You know what I mean? But that seems like it's.
I mean, it's like, since I've gone into digital marketing and knowing how to sell a product to an audience. It might be a product, it might be a service, whatever it is, but the platform is already laid out. And Jedi, as I'm bigging him up, like, you have a platform of people, and most of the people that follow you and listen to you and chat with you, these are real people, man. They're talented people, and even maybe they don't know the power that they have. But imagine that we collaborate, we come together, and we say, all right, cool. Let's research what's in trend now. What's in trend right now? It might be a product in makeup, for example. It might be whatever it is. It might be food. It might be a bike, whatever it is. I guarantee in those 200 people that are watching or listening to us, we can collaborate. Yeah, no one has to get paid right now. It's a matter of time that they put in. And whoever wants to put in, let's put it in. Let's start. I know you want to change things, Jedi. I know you want to just get out there and make things happen. And you see all these fussy holes and these assholes making money, and then you have no respect for them. Like, and I know that like firsthand. I see the richest people on earth. I'm like, what the fuck? You're richer than me. Does that make you better than me? No, it doesn't. So, like, you can do things, man. I guarantee it. You can do things. So it's about, as you've experienced, Jedi, is about putting people in a certain place where they will listen to you. Once they listen to you, it's all about the message that you have to give them. And fucking hell, I guarantee people will be willing to partake in a journey to make money. At the end of the day, it's about making money, right? Let's not fool about. It's about making money. You got 200 people sitting there without you having even to do anything apart from come online. That's power like you won't believe. Because I'm in advertising, right? So I have a product, and my client is like, all right, cool. So I have like 2 villas, I've got 7 apartments, and I need to get to the people, and I want to sell this. So I go online, I go on Facebook, I segment my audience, and I put it out there, and I create something that's appeasing to them. And bro, man, like when they bite, it's a fucking beautiful feeling, and it's power like you won't believe. And people think that it's hard. Oh, you know, it's hard. You know, all this advertising.
I might look into that. Is it hard to do?
No, man, bro. Go on Facebook. Go on your Facebook. Go on your Facebook. Type in the search on your Facebook ad manager, right? It will take you to your own personal portal. Facebook has got it ready for you. Like if you want to sell something, you can. They've got channels for you to sell it. If you want to send a message, if Jedi wants to spread his music video, you can pick the audience, and it will get there, man. It will get to the place that you want to get it to. And if it bites, it bites. And if it bites, you know it's working. And if it's not, you know your product ain't good. But the power is there, man. It's just people don't know it. People don't know it. And the rich people, the successful people, they don't want you to know it. They want you to believe that it's difficult. It's not.
But it's not a consistent salary though, isn't it? It's more of, can you get the clients satisfied, and then they, you know what I mean? It's not like a consistent thing.
Yeah, but a consistent salary is like you're just a modern slave. Like, okay, well, you can have your consistent salary. I'm going to work for this person. I'm going to go to the office at 9. I'll leave at 6. Fine, that's good. That's fine. You know, alhamdulillah. A lot of people aren't working. But if you want to actually make things happen, MIH, make it happen. That's power. And when you feel that moment of success where you've created something and you've put it in front of an audience and they're biting, you become addicted, right? When you become addicted, you'll scale up. Then you start hiring people. Do you know what I mean? So I'm saying to Jedi, when you've got like 200 people on your show, find out what they're doing. Who's who here? You know their names. You probably even know their personalities. Do you know what they do? Do you know what their skills are? You probably don't. That's the next stage. And what I'm saying is about collaboration. When you have a multitude of skills that you can bring together, and no one's getting paid until you succeed in whatever goal you all agree on, that is fucking power, man. And all of a sudden you become one person into an enterprise overnight. And it's easy, but it takes time and effort.
Sorry to interrupt you, bro. So have you heard of things like Shopify and dropshipping and
yeah, of course,
ways to get passive income? Because I've been looking into that kind of stuff. I even tried to attempt it, but it seems like they want you to put a lot in, including your own finances, but you don't really see any immediate reward. So it's kind of like a betting game. Like you're hoping someone clicks on the website. You know what I mean? I like things used to be certain.
You're talking about the platform, but focus on the product and the audience. Once you understand that you have a product to sell, whatever it might even be a service. One of my clients he's a therapist, like a mental therapist, right? So he treats people with depression and this and that. And he's like, Yaz, I need to get more customers. And we came to a conclusion. So it's not about, don't think about the platform and how you focus on the product. Once you focus on the product, that product will show you who the audience is. And online, in the digital space, you have the platform to reach to that. You can literally choose your audience on Facebook and Instagram. You can literally choose it. So that's why I'm saying the first step for you now, Zulu, is go on your Facebook, type in your search, Facebook Ad Manager, and Facebook will already give you a platform ready laid out, even the funnels of approach that you have to advertise. You can do reach campaigns, right? So it means that, oh, I've got a message, I just want to reach the most people I can. Or you can do lead generation. All right, so I'm selling iPhone cases in South London, right? You can literally have your audience set to South London, male or female, age group. There's so many different factors that Facebook gives you. It's not even that Facebook gives you, it's that we give Facebook, right? All our characters and habits is already this is how Facebook makes money, by the way, yeah? They don't make money from you going on Facebook. They make money from advertising. There's endless advertising on Facebook, on YouTube. Why can't that be you? Why can't you sell something to a certain audience? And because I've experienced this and I've seen the power of it, I'm like, shit. You've got a YouTube channel with 200 people. Imagine 200 people coming together, and let's say, all right, cool. All right, so next week, I want everyone to research a product in London. What's in trend? What's hard? What's difficult to get? What's expensive in the shops? What can we make cheaper? And literally, you can. And the difficult parts is the creative, is the message that you have to deliver. How do you deliver it? And a lot of advertising is shit these days. You see an advert, it looks like shit. It's corporate, it's bullshit. But imagine if you know your audience, you create that message, and you know how to deliver it to them. That's power, man. It's power. It really is. And they want you to believe that it's difficult.
Because even like things like Bitcoin and stocks and Forex, it seems that I'm appetizing, but it's just all luck and chance. And I don't like luck and chance because it's not consistent.
Yeah, but that's my point. That's gambling. That's the wealthy individual marketing to you because they want your money. Forex. What the fuck am I gonna do with Forex right now? Oh, I've got some dollar bills. I want to exchange it to some euros when the price is high. Bullshit. That's not our game. Because if you're sitting on cash, yeah, maybe that's your game. That's all I'm saying.
So would you say in the digital media field, digital marketing is the best way to go?
Absolutely, man. Who's the richest companies in the world right now? Google, Facebook, Snapchat, Instagram, Amazon.
But are the people in the office updating it or making the money, or is it the CEOs?
Well, when you become so big like Facebook, I mean, Facebook, they look after their staff, but still, you have low level Facebook. I have phone calls with Facebook. I have an account manager with Facebook because I have an account, and I get like they approach me. So I have a guy called Mohammed in Ireland because Facebook have their main office in Ireland, and they got a couple of Arabic speakers there. They approach us here in the Middle East. So those guys, they're just sales guys, right? They're low-level guys. But anyway, you don't have to worry about that because you don't want to become a Facebook. You just want to utilize Facebook. You want to utilize Instagram. How often are you on Facebook? How often are you on YouTube? And at the end of the day, it's literally two companies now, isn't it? It's Facebook. They bought Instagram. It's Google. They bought YouTube. That is literally what we see every day. But did you ever think that you can advertise on YouTube? When you start seeing your own advert on Facebook, that's when you know, oh shit. Oh, okay. Literally, I got my friend saying, oh shit, I saw your ad on Facebook. I'm like, yeah, because I targeted you. It's power. But I'm on my own, right? So what my direction is based on the clients that I get. But imagine 200 people coming together with different ideas, different products. We all come to a conclusion. All right, this is what we got to sell. This is the audience we got to sell it to. We got some creative guys that will do the graphics because Photoshop ain't easy. Do you know what I mean? Even now, I don't do Photoshop, but I'm on. There's plenty of platforms now. There's softwares out there where it gives you templates. Not even Adobe, because Adobe it's like full time. I'm talking about like Canva. Right? This is like a tool where you can create an ad, and they'll give you the templates, and it makes it very easy for you to do graphics, but you wouldn't have to do on Photoshop. This is power. 2020. This is power, man.
Trump.
If you're not selling anything, you ain't doing nothing.
I guess it's just setting up, isn't it? It's not easy to set up.
No, but it is. You just have to take the first step. So Zulu, on your free time, go on Facebook, go on the ad manager, have a look at what power you have. And then when you go into there's different types of campaigns that you can have. When you start looking at the audiences, when it gives you it gives you direction to pick an audience.
Facebook ad manager or product.
Sorry, I lost you. I didn't hear you, man.
Work with people. I'm saying with the Facebook, do you have a product that's advertised?
Are you cutting out or am I cutting out?
Nah,
say that again, Zulu. Sorry, say that again, bro. Say that again.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you, but it's like I don't know if it's my connection, man. Because
no, if you can hear me, I can hear you. So
yeah. Go now, man. Go now.
Yeah, I was saying so with the Facebook Business Manager, are you advertising? Do you not have to advertise people's products and businesses and get revenue from it?
Yeah, of course. Because
how do I acquire clients then?
You acquire clients based on the message that you have and the audience that you target. Right. Let's say, for example, there's a lead generation campaign on Facebook, right? A lead generation campaign is based on capturing data. So you have a form. So basically, let's say you have an ad, right? And someone clicks on that ad, you give them a form to say, okay, what's your name? What's your number? What's your email? I'll contact you. Right? So it captures that data. You can even download it from Facebook as an Excel spreadsheet. And it's and that revenue is dependent on how you want to charge your clients, how you want to charge your customers. They can pay you on cash on delivery. They can't pay you on Facebook. They pay you how you know.
Like a contract or something, isn't it?
Well, yeah, whatever it is, whatever it is. For me, so I have so then it gets a bit more, then you scale up. So Facebook, you can integrate other, like, so there's APIs, like, for example, Zapier, right? Zapier is a tool that captures your leads from Facebook and puts it on a spreadsheet for you, right? So if you have something to sell, let's say you're selling your bike, right? You have your ad on Facebook, you target the right audience in a specific location or a specific demographic. That data can be transported to Zapier. Zapier will lay it out for you, and then you call those customers directly. Call them, or you can even have automated emails or SMSs. It's all there, bro. This is why I was saying to you, you're in the right field, because this is it's not even the future. This is now. How do you think these people are making money, man?
But you have to do a lot of small talking and a lot of persuasion, like a car.
That's in your ad. That's in your ad. That's in your ad.
No, because I mean, when you get the client and you basically let them know that you can get the job done, I always more talk involved, or you know what I mean.
Well, it depends what you're selling. Depends what you're selling. Depends what you're selling. If you're just selling a product, like literally, I saw a trend in Qatar, right? People love candles, and there's a shop in a mall, and it's a candle shop, right? And they always have these deals: buy one or buy two, get free three. And I'm like, shit, like you have to go to the mall to get that deal. How about if I gave customers that opportunity and I deliver those candles to them? Even as simple as candles, bro. Candles. Right? So you have an ad where you're showing your product, and you'll be surprised, man. People click. Online, it's a big world, man.
So I guess it works better than in other countries, or in, for example, India, China.
Not at all.
Or countries where
not at all. Not at all. At the end of the day,
to do that here, it might. Yeah, go on.
No, it still goes down to the foundation of sales, right? Which is supply and demand. If there's a demand, if there's a demand, and you found that demand, and you found the supply chain, or even as I said, even candles. I'm selling candles, bro. I don't manufacture. I have nothing to do with candles, but I found a supplier in China, and I've seen their track record. I've done my research on what was it, Alibaba. Literally, you can see Alibaba, and you can see the factories. You can see how much they sell. Oh shit, this factory sells a lot of candles to candle shops. So let me take that online, and then I create an ad, which is easier than you think. I target my audience in the rich places of Doha in Qatar. I know where the white people live. I know they love candles. Let me sell them candles. Let me give them a good deal, because I'm buying from China in bulk, whatever it is. Man, they buy. And then you put next day delivery. They don't have to go to the mall to buy the candles. I'm going to bring it to their doorstep. That's one headache. That's one headache you've solved for them. Seriously, man.
Of course. Yeah, I can see that working. Yeah.
And even I was telling my friends, they're like, candles?
It's like it's basically like drop shipping. Getting in contact with the vendor or the supplier and then selling their produce.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I guess the issue is, if you were starting from zero, you'd have to acquire the supply. You know what I mean? And then sell it. And you know what I mean? But
yeah, you have to start somewhere.
You'd have to invest some of your own P to invest to acquire the supply in it.
Yeah, but absolutely. But one sale is 100% more than you did before, right? One sale. You're not looking at one sale to make you rich. You're looking at one sale to get your foot in the door, and then when you see people biting, you're like, shit, okay, cool. I might have to spend my own money, and I'm going to take a risk, and I'll invest in this. £100 on £100 might get you 500 candles from China, right? Plus shipping. But if you sell those 100 candles, you made a lot of money in comparison to what you've invested in.
Actually a good freaking idea, bro. It's the traffic in it and knowing the interest. So I guess another question would be, how do you find out the interests or find out the trends? Is there systems?
That's a good question. That is the key question. That is the key question. So when I was on as I said, on if you're selling on Facebook and Instagram, you got an ad, right? It gives you the channels to target your audience. So, all right, who likes candles? Firstly, women, right? So let me target women. And those women, they might have a liking to wellness. They might have a liking to holistic therapy. They might have a like to yoga. And on Facebook, you can have these demographics where, okay, I got the yoga crowd in this area. That's 2,000 people. I've got wellness and fitness. That's another 5,000 people. So you keep on adding these demographics, these likes, because don't forget, it's all about Zulu. You know what I'm talking about now. It's all about data, right?
Yeah.
Facebook is not a social media site. It's a data. It's all about data. Man, it's all about data, man. They know what you want. They know what you like. They know what you fucking masturbate to, bro. You know what I'm saying? So it's all about the product and connecting it to what people might be affiliated to in other things. So when I was selling my candles, it was yoga. These people, it was women. It was home, interior design. All these fancy words. On Facebook, you can literally have those demographics. You keep on building up that audience, and I promise you, man, is once you have that, once you know your product and you know your audience, the rest is easy. Apart from the creative. What I mean by creative
do you have to do the shipping yourself, or is it through the vendor?
No, yeah. Well, that's the next thing. If you're starting out, then yeah, you have to deal with the logistics. For me in Doha, for me in Qatar, it's a very small. We're like 2.5 million people, and yet we're still the richest country in the world. So I know people. One of my good friends, he's a manager in DHL. So he's hooked me up with a good deal on shipping. Do you know what I mean? But you might not get that, but it doesn't matter. It's what is easily accessible to you as a product. What can I sell easily? And start off in your area, or start off in a specific area, or start off in a specific audience. It's power, man. I'm telling you.
Because see, I've tried to do. I've got some ideas. Like have you ever used Sense?
I haven't myself, no.
Because it's basically what you're saying, but it's more or less like more commercialized. Like they basically have the algorithms, they do it for you. They give you the templates. They actually make websites. You contact them, and they get cut out of the traffic. But it's like they do everything, you're not getting the full proceeds. But then at least they have vendors there ready for you to use. But if I was to do it without Shopify or without any aid, I acquire vendors or suppliers other than calling them or speaking to them. But then how do I verify that this is quality? Because then when I buy it and then I come into the home and it's shit.
Yeah, but that's
you know what I mean? So there's just so many.
Yeah, but that's the thing now. That's the thing now. To be a vendor, right? You're not a vendor. You might be a seller. If you were a vendor, you'll be manufacturing products, right? But you're not a vendor. Vendors now, these days, have to be verified, and they have to be, and there's reviews, right? They have to to be a successful vendor, you have to show, like if you go on Alibaba, right, and go on candles, you'll see different, like even these Chinese guys are even putting pictures of their factories, of their workforce, how much candles they've sold, how much 5-star reviews they've got, how much 1-star reviews they've got. So that bit is easy. That bit is easy. The difficult bit is what product are you going to choose, and what audience, and how you're going to reach the audience that you want to reach. So don't worry about the platform that gets you from A to B. Worry about what am I going to sell, and who am I going to sell it to, which does need a little bit of research. It needs a bit of you need a bit of clarity on that.
Yeah, I'm sure there's analytics softwares I can use to be aware of the traffic and the trends.
Yeah, but sometimes it's even your personal intuition. I did candles because my wife loves candles, and I started loving candles. And then we went to this candle shop, and I'm seeing all these people buying candles. I'm like, fuck. And this candle shop always have deals: buy 2, get the third 3, buy 5, get 2 free, because they know that they got foot traffic, right? That's why they're doing all these deals. So that automatically told me the demand is there. And this candle shop doesn't want to operate on selling single candles. They've seen the demand that they're doing these promotions. So I'm thinking, hold on, why don't I do these promotions online and deliver it to them to their doorstep? Which means a customer like my wife doesn't have to go to that candle shop anymore. She can go online, she can pick her flavors, and the next day it'll be in her door. And the power of digital media, there's one word, and it's convenience. Convenience is the secret of selling anything to anyone. Convenient. It's all about convenience now. Do I have to go to the shop to get that shit? Or can I go on my laptop, order it here, put my credit card details, and the next day it's at my door? This is why Amazon is successful, right? They based it on convenience. Don't go to the mall. Don't go to the shop. We'll get it for you, and we'll get it cheaper for you. And, you know, start off slowly, man. Whatever. Start off with your likes, your insight. Don't look at anything else that you don't understand. What do you understand? What do you like? You're a vegetarian. You like organic food. Shit. Do I have someone near me that produces organic food that I can deliver, or whatever it is? Don't think that it's like oh shit, like I've got to think of something. Start off with your own needs or people around you, and say, all right, can I make this easier for someone to buy? Sometimes it's not even the product. Just look at, you know, what's difficult to buy, what's expensive, in your neighborhood or in your area, in London, in South London. What's expensive? What's difficult to obtain? And be that it's the middleman. The middleman is always the most successful, because their input and their investment is much less than whoever's making it and whoever's selling it directly. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Convenience.
So I can get vendors on Alibaba.
Man, they're waiting for you, bro. They're waiting for you. They're waiting for you.
I think I'm gonna start doing it, man.
Start off with understanding. As I said, just type in ad manager on Facebook. It will give you the link, and it will take you to your own fucking ad manager. You create your own account, and then the world is yours, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna start doing it still. I'm gonna start doing it. Because if I can do this now while you know what I mean, in university, I can have like some aside, you know what I mean, side thing, like, you know what I mean.
Yeah, absolutely, man. You're young. This is a little secret I'm going to give you right now. Go on, if you're in the digital space, you're studying for it, even if you're not studying for it, if you purchase anything online, you can do it because you already understand the process. You're already a customer that has bought into what I'm saying. Start small.
Because even now I'm looking at on Alibaba, the candles here are getting a lot of traffic as well.
Yeah, man, big time. Candles.
Ah.
Imagine that, candles.
So yeah, I think I'm gonna study the trends. I think I'm gonna use Alibaba, but figure out what I'm gonna.
Don't buy it from a factory in Wuhan.
Yeah, no one's gonna want that. Yeah, that's a good. That is a good point.
You don't even have to tell your audience that it's from China, bro.
So
go on.
So let's say, for example, you go to Alibaba, you look at, for example, a slipper, and you contact the supplier. Do you then initiate affiliation and advertisement prices and cuts and?
Yeah, a lot of these factories will have like a minimum buy, so you can like 500 pieces. But a lot of them, like let's say for example, I was looking at electric scooters the other day because I'm seeing these little Qatari rich kids with scooters, like you know those electric scooters.
Yeah.
And then I went to the mall and I went to a place and I was like, oh, let me see how much the electric scooters are, and they're like 600, 700 pounds. But then when I go on Alibaba. When I go on Alibaba, they're like $250. So I'm like, shit, that's like, I'm making 200, 300% if I can get it to the right customer, right? Which is the difficult part. The easy part is procuring the product. It's easy now. That's why Amazon are so fucking big. It's easy. There's so many suppliers out there dying to sell you their shit. But there's shops in the high street that are selling it to you with a 300, 400% markup. Imagine that person that goes to that shop that buys that for £500. If you can get the message to them to sell it for £200 and to deliver it to their door, you're winning.
Yeah.
So, like, have you ever seen all the success stories of people?
Wrap this up because I am knackered, man.
Jedi's gone.
Yeah, man. Seriously, man.
Were you sleeping?
Can't keep my eyes open.
Some rest,
Convo.
Yeah, I heard a lot of it, man. But yeah, man. Thank you so much, YB. Thank you, Mills, Zulu, and everyone at home in their houses listening in. Big up yourselves, bro. Yeah, we're gonna bounce, man.
Big up yourself, Jedi, man. Keep it going, bro.
Yeah, man. Thank you, bro.
You're gonna scale up soon, man. Don't worry. You're gonna scale up soon.
Big up, big up.
Nice chatting to you, Zulu, man. We'll chat again.
Thanks for the evidence. Thanks